Hello out there to all of you knuckle-dragging, mouth-drooling detractors. Of course, yesterday, the day I decide not to go live, this guy, our good old friend here, DSP, completely loses his shit, goes full 220, like, holy shit. So, let's watch a Memology video about it. And big ups to everybody.
It's that stuff's positive, and there's other stuff that's positive behind the scenes, but the fact that I might lose my fucking house over something that I have nothing whatsoever.
I believe this is Memology. Yeah, this is Memology, and then there's a Snort Burnell. I only want to watch like half of the Snort Burnell because that one kind of talks about this a little bit too. And then he should show up here in about a half an hour, and that's when we will hang out with Raw Phil.
To do it.
Big ups, everybody.
That's
Big
the
ups. Big
worst
ups.
feeling.
Let's roast this motherfucker. Apparently, I haven't seen like this whole thing, but apparently we can. Lechero's trailer. Yeah, we'll watch it. If we're done with these videos and he's not live, we'll watch Lechero. If not, we'll do it at the end.
Boom Arms defeat DSP says, what about 220? Hey, Boom Arms, you do realize that the whole 220 thing was completely fabricated, completely
Boom Arms, by the way.
false. Never had any truth to it whatsoever. Literally not a lick of evidence or anything was ever shown. It was
I wrote down Lechero. Like I say, if we get done with this clip and then like a few minutes of a Snort Burnell one that goes a little bit like more into the rest of his day, then we'll go watch it.
All hearsay, and you all believed it because you're all a bunch of fucking mouth-drooling idiots, right? You do realize that no one involved in that story was real. It was completely made up from the ground up.
I think Broside Phil would have something to say about that. And I haven't seen if he's put out a video, but he probably already has. So.
And people are just so dumb, they believe it because they don't need to see any facts. They just want to believe negative things. You know that, right? That you're a dunce, that you're a fucking idiot. I just want to make that clear to you that you're actually the most gullible fucking moron on this planet because you believe everything you're told.
Them's fighting words from a big boy behind his keyboard.
For the memes and the giggles, right?
It's pretty fucking funny. This dude is clinically insane.
You have to be brain dead fucking stupid to believe that.
But I'm like, I was very cautious when I would talk to people to not give onlys or we don't do that, you know. And there were times and calls I referred people to the FBI, but that was if I was tired of talking to them and they were what we call a 220, you know, kind of mental. And that was just for fun.
So this is Broside Phil, who is talking to the female officer who Phil spoke to. And that's what she says, you know, what we would call a 220, you know, kind of mental.
You have no idea how much that like you just gave me icing on top of icing on top of icing on top of a cherry on the
Let's get some 220s in the chat. Everybody, let's get some 220s in the chat.
cake.
If you don't know what's going on, graphics, that's a good thing. These are dumbasses on the Kick Chat who do detractor memes and shit. But all the stuff that they reference is always false and fake. Like dumb memes that were made up to have nothing to do with reality. But
Yeah, we totally made up that woman. Well, I didn't do shit. Let me not take credit for something that I did not do. But yeah, Broside Phil, he totally made all this up because he has something to gain from that, right?
they just all circle jerk each other into believing that everything is true, even though there's never ever been a lick of evidence of anything that they say. They just fucking, oh yeah.
There's never been a lick of evidence to anything that any detractor has ever said. Oh, now we need some X's in the chat. X to gout.
See, and there you go. Well, can you provide that it's evidence that it's false? No.
Yeah, can you? Can you provide evidence that you never had a conversation with that woman?
Oh, you stupid fucking moron. You don't have to do that. In real life, it's called innocent until proven guilty. You don't get to just throw a zillion fucking accusations at someone and then say, well, unless they can prove it, it's true. That's not how it works, you fucking idiot. That might be true. I can make up anything about anyone right now, and you're just going to blanket believe it, even though I've provided absolutely no evidence, and it's just hearsay of two people saying stuff. Why are you...
You realize that, like, when you did the Truth Seekers interview with Stephen Cambion back in February, Broside Phil was on there, and was talking to you about the case and had the case number and had the name of the female officer that you spoke to, whose voice we just heard, you know, saying, "Oh, when I don't want to deal with them anymore, you know, when they're 220 and they're mental," like, you realize that we got all that. Like, all of that kind of came to light when you did the Truth Seekers interview with Stephen Cambion, and that was back in February. So
dumb. Like, no, I have to ask this question. All right, where is this fucking...
Because you made a big deal about, "Oh, you're so fucking stupid. I didn't even talk to a guy. I talked to a woman." And then Broside Phil, or, you know, whomever, I don't want to, I'm certainly not taking credit, but, you know, whoever did end up finding this, you know, woman, and I assume Broside Phil, like, what the fuck? Yeah.
Boom-arm idiot. Who are you?
Who are you, sir? Because I don't know if you know who the fuck you are. Digital Melanin, thank you for the 220. Some hella mental retarded shit. Phil, there is a whole police report about it. That is correct. FOIA, yes, the good old Freedom of Information Act.
Who pays your bills in life? Because there's no way that someone as dumb as you...
Who pays your bills in life? Hi, Ryan.
...actually holds a job? So who are you leeching off of? Is it your parents? Is it the...
Who are you leeching off of?
Government? I really want to know. I want to get to the heart of these people on the internet that are this stupid and actually just sit there believing toxic fucking hatred against people. Who are you?
Last time I had financial freedom was probably 2014 when I moved out here. That was the end of it. Seriously, like 2014, I got myself into so much debt moving out here and furnishing the house and doing all the things I did that year. So that was like the last year I had financial freedom.
How do you exist? Because I'm shocked that you get out of bed every day and don't immediately trip and put your head through the wall and kill yourself because you're so stupid, right? How do you actually use the bathroom without like defecating all over the floor? How do you tie your own shoes? I need to know how dumb...
At least all my bathrooms work. I'm just saying.
...people like you actually fucking get away with it. Because it's obvious if you're that fucking ignorant and stupid that someone's doing everything for you, right? You're not actually independent. There's no way.
And I'm going to be very...
Well, you know, neither are you. But let's take a look here. This is what being independent here looks like. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a listen more so.
To be honest with all of you,
this is what being independent sounds like.
You know, I'm kind of messed up in my head right now because of stuff going on behind the scenes financially. It's tearing me apart, man. It's to the point where, like, I'm at my wit's end, and I want you to understand, I hope that doesn't come through on the streams, that I hope that when I'm playing games and interacting with you guys and having fun, that it doesn't seep through that there's really stressful stuff going on with me behind the scenes financially. Because I am struggling right now really bad. I mean, just take a look this past month, right? Like, I couldn't afford half the games.
Do I get sick of people asking about detractors or telling you what detractors are doing, etc.? I mean, it gets tiresome because you guys know I don't...
Nope, that's not true. Not true at all. Don't ever let this man fool you into thinking that he doesn't love knowing what everybody is saying about him. Because if he didn't love it, he would come clean about everything. If he didn't love all of this attention, he wouldn't behave the way he behaves. He loves it. He wants it. He never wants it to stop.
Care, right? Like, as I've said many times, I just don't give a shit.
Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God, no, we got to stop the stream. I just received a $1 tip from an anonymous tipper, and they just informed me that Almighty Tevin is watching my stream right now and talking crap about me. Ah!
Not a children's entertainer, by the way.
Ah!
About what they're doing or saying, and then these morons come on my streams and they repeat these stupid memes.
Big ups to Tevin, though.
That like that 220 meme is just so stupid. From what I'm to understand, again, this is just me trying to understand it from an outsider's perspective because I don't watch or listen to garbage from morons. I guess they're trying
Well, you sure know an awful lot about what happens in the detractors community for not caring and not wanting to deal with it and not knowing anything about it. You sure know a lot.
To say that a police officer came out to my house, looked around and saw that I had a bunch of security cameras around my house. Like my house is on lockdown or something. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's Fort Knox and there was like all this security. And then they made a report that I'm a 220, which I guess means that I'm like
Nobody made a report that he was a 220. She just said, I have referred people to the FBI, which is what I do when I just want to get off the phone with them, when they're not being cooperative, when I'm tired of dealing with them and they are, you know, a 220, you know, someone mental. She didn't say that he was necessarily mental, didn't say anything like that. She said, I have referred some people to the FBI. That's it.
a crazy person who's fucking
No one said that.
paranoid and shit
You
or
are
something.
paranoid. You have crazy paranoia.
None of that ever happened. Ever in history. No one ever came to my house. It was
But you said that they did. Again, at the one that I know of for sure is during, again, the Truth Seekers interview with Stephen Cambion. And you said, you made a big deal about it. Haha, you're also fucking stupid. It wasn't even a guy I talked to a woman. So,
everything. I made a
Phil uncooperative, never, right?
single phone call
Antony,
to
what's
the
going on?
police
Big up, Sonny.
once to talk about a death threat that I got against me and my family. And that was the extent of it. Not
Yeah, and that was who you talked to, this woman, about like threatening emails or some such nonsense. I don't remember, and to be fair, it doesn't matter.
nothing else ever actually happened after the initial phone call. That was it. So anything that was ever said in addition to that is a lie. And no evidence could ever be presented otherwise because it can't be true because it didn't happen. So every little piece of this
Except for the fact that he confirmed it, like at least twice. Like I say, on the interview that he did, I believe it was February 13th of this year, that he did.
weird meme story that these people have fabricated, you believe it, you're that dumb. I made one phone call to report a death threat against my family years ago.
Yeah, and they usually come out and talk to you and want to see what's going on, and they did.
And I had a small conversation with an officer on the phone saying, hey, in addition to the death threats, I'm also having some big problems with internet chargebacks
Broside mentioned the male officer to death threats, which is why they were called to begin with.
on PayPal, which is fraud. It's someone saying that they have a stolen credit card or whatever. And it's a mass amount of these things that I'm having at this point. Do the police deal with stuff like that? To which I
Coffee Boy, thanks for the 2, honey. I appreciate you. Let's believe Phil when he lied about WWE champions for years. Oh, not just WWE champions. The fact that he was down from the rafters, the fact that he was still playing WWE champions, everything with all the money. Let's also not forget this dude had to file for bankruptcy, committed bankruptcy fraud, didn't pay his taxes, committed tax fraud, and when he filed for bankruptcy, got $131,000, I believe it was, from more than likely a lot of his traveling and WWE champions like debts and shit. Got all of that erased and still didn't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of.
was told, no, we don't deal with anything online whatsoever. The only capacity that we have is to deal with like human trafficking and stuff like that. You might want to speak with the FBI, but unless it's of a certain dollar amount, which is probably thousands to tens.
And I'm sure that Broside, go check out his channel, go sub, go watch his stuff. I'm sure that he's got like a fuck ton more information if anybody is interested about this in particular.
Of thousands of dollars. No one's ever going to really help you, but here's a number if you want to call the FBI. And that was the final conversation I ever had with them about anything.
Is there any reason to believe DSP since he admitted that anything he says is an answer, even if it's a lie? That is correct. I believe, wasn't that what he said during Side Scrollers with Stuttering Craig? Wasn't he like, well, it doesn't have to be true. I gave you an answer. So, Senor Chewy, thank you for the 5, honey. I appreciate you. Truth Seekers, the detractors bring receipts. All you've got is excuses. Big ups.
No,
Big
nothing
ups.
ever proceeded after that. Yeah, 15 years ago, when I started on YouTube, no one came to my house. No one looked at cameras. This is all complete nonsense.
He told Adam that. I thought it was during, so it was during Side Scrollers, but he didn't say it to Stuttering Craig. He said it to Adam. Yeah, he was just like, yeah, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter what answer I give you. I gave you an answer. I answered the question.
So that entire story you've been told, whoever this fake person or persons are that have been involved on talking on a show, about, they literally all made it up. It's not real. It's all.
This is like a crazy, like, it's a good gaslighting attempt, to be sure, but
fabrication.
What brand is Goutback based on? Goutback is for Outback Steakhouse.
None of this stuff is real, ever. It's always they made up a story to try to have content.
Adam grilled his ass. Adam was great.
And then they have people faking who they are and fake guests and fake announcements, fake stories, fake everything. None of it was ever real. And again, no evidence is ever presented because none of it can ever be presented because it's always fake. But they've created this entire community of cult-like following where, oh, the next thing about DSP, the next weird thing about DSP, and none of it's ever real, but you just eat.
Dude, I can't help it that, like, you're just consistently fucking weird. Like, I can't do anything about that. You, like, will just not be normal. I don't know what to do for you, man.
Eat it up. You absolutely just eat everything up and like, oh, yes, eat it up. I want more drama about DSP when none of it happened. None of it. Listen, I'll tell you, I make mistakes.
Maybe not all of it happened, but a lot of it did.
On streams, right here. This is where I sometimes make mistakes. I'll say something stupid, I'll get angry, and I'll rage, and I'll act like a...
Yeah, but you're a grown man. There really isn't any excuse for that. You're way past the age of, I lost my temper, and I lost control, and whoops-a-daisy, gumballs. I said things I didn't mean. Like, you are a grown-ass man. Why can't you control yourself? You're a grown individual. You mean to tell me you have absolutely no self-control? That's pretty fucking sad. And it speaks a lot to your personality. Because if you can't even control yourself when you're doing this, you can't control yourself during anything.
Fool on a stream, and that's the extent of it. What you see is what you get. There is no other shit going on outside of these streams. There's no drama. None of this is real. All this stuff is just completely made up. These people are fucking nuts.
Bill is pushing 50. I mean, I suppose you could maybe say it that way. He turned 43 in April. Or as he would say, oopsie poopsie, and let me never say that
People
again.
are crazy, man. It really is wild, the levels of insanity that people are
The levels of gaslighting are actually what's pretty insane right here.
willing to believe when none of it has ever been real.
Okay, where's the evidence? Present evidence of what you're saying.
Someone did a $1.26 tip and says these people are losers. They want to create fantasies about you so they have some meaning in their lives. Yeah, again, because they actually want to believe this nonsense, right? Here's the thing.
What makes you think that people who restream you or make videos about you or whatever, what makes you think that they don't have anything else going on in their life? Maybe you're just a different form of entertainment. I enjoy many different kinds of entertainment. You just so happen to be one of them. Big ups, Colleen. I got you to say it.
If they hear a story that
I will never say it again.
a police officer was called out to Darkside Phil's house, and the officer arrives, and there's a fucking a chain link fence with electricity on it.
Nobody said this. Don't exaggerate. Don't over-exaggerate to make it sound ridiculous. Don't do this. You're catastrophizing, sir.
And a bunch of security cameras on it, and security cameras all over the house. Then they, DSP's a paranoid loser who just sits at home all day. Ha 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 ha. Couldn't be further from the truth.
Sounds like it's fairly accurate. Not entirely.
I love going out. I really do. It's just that I work a lot, so I don't get to go out a lot. But now I've been going out more. In fact, this last week I had 2 days off with my wife, and we went out and did a whole bunch of fun stuff.
Like what? Could you share with that? You know, expand on that a little bit. What did you do?
Hoping that we can do some stuff together. Maybe
We went out and did a whole bunch of fun stuff. Yeah, see, that's just really not good enough. If you were really trying to prove any of this wrong, you would do a little bit better than that.
over the summer into the fall, we're trying to make some plans and shit like that.
Trying to make plans for what?
But your fantasy doesn't make it.
I'm not even convinced he goes out once a week anymore. Once, a couple of months ago, when he let it slip that he was buying cat litter on Amazon, he was going to buy something, some such bullshit. I don't know. A mark is a mark is a mark, but he was going to buy something. And he said, I have a really big Amazon order to put in. And then he said, I need kitty litter. And it was almost like he caught himself and he stopped for like a split second. And he was just like something like, I got to get a lot of stuff. He just like brushed it off like real quick and went past it. So if he's ordering kitty litter, wouldn't that be something that you would get at the PetSmart? Is that from the bank leaks? Is that what he went to? PetSmart or whatever? But why are you ordering it off of Amazon? But you were going to the pet store like all the time. This dude don't leave his house no more. The groceries get delivered. The DoorDash gets delivered. The booze gets delivered. The QVC, the home shopping, the Amazon, it all just gets delivered. He doesn't leave.
Reality. Just because you're jealous of me and you wish that you were me.
Oh my God in heaven. You couldn't pay me 5 times what you make to be you for 10 minutes.
And you're not. You're a miserable wretch sitting at home with nothing around you but the internet that you type on to make fun of people. It doesn't mean that.
Actually, I don't type and make fun of people on the internet. I just shit on you and then I go on about my business. I don't make fun of anybody else. So, Gravity Dragon with a 5, and I appreciate you. Lies, but we don't eat everything up. King Be Cruel didn't eat a certain substance from Phil's ass. That's right. King Be Cruel did not take the spoon and eat shit out of Phil's ass.
The fabricated story you made up about me is real. It just means you're a loser. Oh, let's see here. I got a $10.
That doesn't make, here's the thing, even if this shit like didn't happen, it still doesn't make anybody, you know, a loser. That's not how any of that works.
Shady says this stuff is all unhinged. Indeed it is. It's wild. Again, I mean, this
It is. Yeah, it really is some unhinged hella 220 shit.
stuff is so insane. Someone
I'd rather swallow buckshot before being Phil for a day. Ooh, you ain't never lied.
went and found, apparently,
To be this sad, to be this depressed, to be this miserable, to be this lonely. He only thinks that everybody wants to be him because he clears $100K a year. I'm telling you, it offered me $1 million a year. To be this sad, pathetic motherfucker, lonely, gonna die in that house that probably just smells like depression, sadness, shame, stale farts, and old cat shit. No, I'm sorry. There's not a single amount of money that you could hand me to be this dude. Addicted to nothing but Candy Crush, whale tail, and sitting around jerking off. Nope, no thank you.
I guess they're saying that they found the police report.
Oh, that's like really, really intrusive and annoying.
If that's too loud, by the way, let me know, because it does sound
It's too loud, by the way. I'm letting you know, retard.
a bit loud. So if you think that's too loud, let me know and I'll lower that sound.
It's too loud.
But someone went and found the police report
Yeah.
from years and years ago when I actually
Yeah, we had it in, I keep saying we, and I don't mean I didn't do anything. They had it back in February, months ago, my dude. Broside Phil. We did all this already, man. Yeah, we got
that
it.
death threat. Okay. They
Like-
turned the police report into a giant fabricated memeable story. So that
I love when he says memeable. Like, what the fuck is that even? Yeah, I want to be the guy who's famous for the May 1st burst. Ugh.
they had fake content to put out on YouTube, including fake guests who claimed that they were people who they weren't. They made it all up.
But to what point and purpose? I have to ask. For what? What would that lady get about for lying about it? She didn't get anything. What does Broside Phil? I'm not suggesting that he's a liar. I don't think that he is. But let's just say, for the sake of the argument, that he was. What did he get out of it? Did he get hundreds of thousands of dollars? Did he get millions of subscribers? Did he, like, you know, what does anybody get out of any of this?
Pretty insane, don't you think?
So anyway, that was that one. Yeah, pretty insane. So that was the Memology video, and big ups to Memology. I want to grab, like I say, the Snort Burnell video, and it's like 11 minutes long, but the first half kind of talks about that stuff there. And so I want to talk a little bit more.
This is fucking
Well, kind of watch a little bit more, should I say, about like the gameplay.
oh, great.
Because Death Stranding, he did not hit the goal, and then it was it Minecraft last night? What was it last night? Ryan had to come in and save him and give him $100 or something.
I can't believe it.
Dude, I can't move. Again, my gun's away. Why is my fucking gun away? Fuck this guy. Yo, my gun is away again. Just gonna beat him up.
Also, the guy hasn't shown up yet, so.
I'm about to die because, dude, I can't do anything. It's in slow fucking mo. It's so bad. And my gun never should have been away. I had it out the entire time and the game decided to fucking take it away from me. Dude, why did I not use the blood bag? Quit. It won't use it, dude. Whatever. It's
Oh, wow. Did he already forget how to play the game? Jesus Christ.
dumb.
Minecraft last night, $100 tip. Yeah, that's what I thought from Ryan, who claims not to be Ryan.
It wouldn't use a blood bag. 3 times I hit it, it wouldn't use a blood bag. Now they're gonna make me do the whole fucking fight over.
Sam!
I'm a baby gamer, right? I play in the baby zone. And actually, if there's a mode that if I could just press the button and put the controller down, and then the game just runs through and kills everyone, plays itself, that should be the mode I play on. I think that's the better. I mean, I'm 42 years old, for God's sakes. Come on.
We're currently at $83 of support, I want to say. So we're more than halfway to the goal. But there hasn't been any support in almost 2 hours. Please support the stream if you've been enjoying the Death Stranding 2 playthrough. Please, let's keep the momentum going. And let's have a great time.
If you haven't gotten anything in like 2 hours, then I think that's like anti-momentum. That's negative momentum. Momentumless, if you will.
Dave with the rest of the stream. All right.
Disgusting beggar.
All right, guys, we got like 20 minutes left on the stream. Last chance to support it. We're at $100. If we end this game at $100, it's going to be disheartening because we've done so well with Death Stranding 2 up to this point. We're more than halfway through the game, and I've given the game a lot of time because the streams have done well. I want to keep this in the rotation.
That's your job, though. It's your job to play the games that make you the money. So it's made you the money. You don't really, like, you sound aggravated that, like, you had to do something for the money.
Is a daytime stream. I want to see the end of the story. We're getting there.
So play it.
Listen, I know that a lot of the gameplay sucks. All right? I've said it since day one, but we're having a good time interacting and hanging out while I play it so that we can actually see the story elements. Today we saw a bunch. In fact, we learned a lot today, right?
Shut the fuck up. Get a job.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Looks like he's having a lot of fun. Chill, happy, positive. This guy loves his life. He's loving this game.
About the plot and everything that's going on. So I'd like to keep it going, but I do need your support to hit this goal.
Matt Katz, what's happening, honey? How you doing?
Please, let's hit the goal. Well, we only got 20 minutes left, so now is the time. Even again, a few small super chats. We can hit this goal. We just need momentum to start. How about some support on Kick, where we've had almost none? I think we had what?
How about you put a smile on your fucking face? How about you say something interesting or do something interesting or don't do anything other than sit there with that sour puss on that ragged ass face, dude?
1 sub today? Can we get some Kick support?
No. It sucks that this is actually the first.
It was another beautiful slow day for the Parasite King. $87 in donos, even with the money OIC donated.
Major stream here that we didn't hit a goal for Death Stranding 2. We have actually been doing it for the entire month I've been playing, and that's why I've kept it in the rotation.
Habib's holding out. I don't know if that's like a sock account, but I've seen Habib drop a fucking $50 super chat, so to only get a tenner,
Played it as
you're
much
slipping,
as I have and made as much
sir or ma'am, whoever the fuck you are, you're slipping.
progress as I have. So it does suck. Hopefully it is a one-off bad experience. Not bad experience. I mean, making $100 on a stream is not a bad.
Ooh, let's listen to that back pedal. Let's listen to that. That was pretty good. I mean, you know, like, not that it's bad or anything. Ooh, let's hear that again.
As I have and made as much progress as I have. So it does suck. Hopefully it is a one-off bad experience. Not bad experience.
Oh, he caught it right away. I mean, you know, like, you're such a piece of shit, dude.
I mean, making $100 on a stream is not a bad thing.
No, it's not. But you're so fucking greedy that instead of saying thank you, you're like, it's not enough. I need to have more.
It just sucks that we didn't do it this time. So let's see what happens.
You know, these are like fucking arbitrary goals, man, that like you set. You could set it to be $14.62 if you fucking want to. Like, who came up with this number in your head for you?
Hopefully this is not a pattern. Maybe it's just a one-off where a couple people who normally would have supported weren't here today. And we'll see what happens next time.
Fingers crossed that it's a
I am
pattern.
playing this again in just a couple of days. Like, just 2
How would you like to be one of the people who gets called out consistently every day to not watch this fucking loser asshole play video games all day long? That sounds like fun, doesn't it? To be like publicly blasted for not showing up every day.
days. We're coming back to it to make more
1651 should be the goal. I agree.
major progress, okay? You failed as a content creator. I gotta hope that on tonight's
But he doesn't leave without first threatening to stop playing Minecraft. This is now, we've moved on to Minecraft, which is the nighttime stream. So Death Stranding didn't hit the goal. We move into the nighttime. This shit was bad.
stream, we do hit a support goal because, as you know, 2 things. Number 1, now that's 3 goals this week we didn't hit. That's bad. That means that more often than not, we're not hitting goals. That's not good. I want to get us back on track. Number 2, as I've explained to you guys, Minecraft is in the rotation as long as we hit goals. If we don't, then we're going to take it out of rotation or play it less. You failed.
You failed. Optimus, thank you for the 2. I don't know when we're going to do King of the Hill. Hot take. Watched the first episode yesterday. Didn't resonate with me. Didn't particularly care for it. Won't lie.
You're done. It's over. You lose. Good day, sir. There's still this back here. And it's still in the back of my neck.
You got to appreciate the Willy Wonka,
head,
but
the back of my mind, and it's always telling me it's WWE Champions time.
all right, let us see.
I love it. I love it. Is a mobile game addict. Still has indoctrination.
Let's see if he's decided to make an appearance. Let's do the. Somebody said Lechero had some kind of a trailer or something. So let's go there. It's very, very short. So let's just grab this real quick. And let's just watch this.
Meet my cat, Jasper Kitty Paul Burnell II. Jasper is telling me that his litter box is full. Jasper is now telling me he is hungry. So, it's my responsibility as an adult to get him the Rolls Royce of cat foods. Fuck the litter box. Get some Meow Mix. Keep that litter box full 24/7.
On the next Familia DSP, Philip is having a hard time fitting in. I wonder why.
Fucking Elmo. I'm your little king, right, mother?
Oh my goodness, Phil, you're balding.
Work on my sexy?
You're wearing Zelda shorts. That's not grown or sexy.
Get in! Get in! Get in! Fuck!
It's Egg Side Phil.
Let's face it, Jade, we don't fit in with these factions.
Don't worry about it, bud.
Look at Humpty Dumpty.
Humpty Dumpty over here is trying to be in the stool pigeon patrol.
I'm gonna be the fucking authority around here.
All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Whoa, buddy.
That's pretty good.
Are you trying to boost estrogen levels naturally? Get a fucking white claw before the night stream and fuck up your liver. All you have to do is tip, 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 tippity, tip, 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 biatch.
Oh my god, what the fuck? Oh my god. That was good. That was good. He does look like Bobby. I gotta love those the Zelda jammies. That was all that I really had, but this dickhead might not have even... Nope, has not even shown up yet. Okay. Well, I'm trying to boost my estrogen levels naturally. Well, I guess he's decided he doesn't want to be on time. That's fine. Nothing we can do. We did everything right. Bobby is a player in the new season. I heard that you like have to kind of give it a chance. I had a couple people tell me that you got to get into it a little bit. So I will. I just really haven't had enough. Oh, here we go. Who's going to decide to show up now? I haven't really had a whole lot of time. He's gonna be drunk like every day. We have to have all of these intros and all of this nonsense. The guy has been live. DreamCloud, what's going on, baby? How you doing? This guy has been live for almost an hour, and now we have to do 75 intros and all of this fucking... If you didn't like the new King of the Hill, try again. Up. Okay, I'm just gonna spare you guys the last couple seconds of cringiness here, and then you definitely don't want to see this cringy shit. So let's just hold, please. There we go.
Good morning, everyone.
Well, I mean, now we have to see this cringy shit, but it was worse for like the last minute or so.
Welcome back to the show after being away for a day. Today, we return. And today we'll...
What do you mean being away for a day? You were here yesterday. You mean from not doing a podcast? Christ.
Be a chill show recapping a bunch of fun stuff that's been going on, including an update to my current playthroughs. But today we've got all new stuff on the streams. Like, no kidding. We've got newly refreshed animations.
That nobody asked for.
We've got sound effects that will play in...
That nobody asked for.
...tandem with said animations.
Wow. Welcome to 2012 streaming, bro. Good for you.
Over on Kick, we've got a new moral support system in place that fully implements channel points. So we've got a good amount of stuff to talk about today. I hope that you guys are ready to relax for a more chill show. It's time for the Level 1 podcast.
The man still has to look down to hit that fucking button. I don't know why he just doesn't have the finger on the button, ready to go. Like, you still can't find it? Jesus Christ. Sound effects will save the channel. Yep, new animations. New animations will save it. All right. Let's get our volume back here. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now we're good. He really needs to stop wearing the open shirt and the ratty. Yeah, the why is the undershirt like always like just like so just raggedy looking? Oh Christ. Like, why do we need this? Like, just get on with it. The man has had the stream up for almost an hour. We already got the show starting soon. My eye is fucking twitching already.
Alrighty, everybody. Well, good morning and welcome to the show. It is Tuesday, the 5th of August, 2025, halfway through my streaming week. This week is a 7 straight day streaming week. And now we're heading into the second half. 3 more days of gameplay nonstop. And then on Friday, the Mega Man Marathon Part 2, where we take on Mega Man 4 through 6 on the NES, of course, as in the Mega Man.
I don't know. What do you guys think? Throw your predictions in the chat if you would like to. What's he gonna pull on this marathon?
Man,
I mean, really.
collection on PC.
What are we thinking?
While I'm inebriated because I'm drinking for levels of support. Plus, there'll be some food and fun festivities. It's going to be a great time. So, a great.
Yeah, I'm totally sure that'll happen. Yeah, right. Dream Cloud with the 5 gifted subs. Thank you so much. I appreciate your generosity. If you were lucky enough to get it gifted and you're here with us, please say thank you to Dream Cloud because it's a nice thing to do.
Week so far, and more coming up.
Why so many marathons? Because he needs the money. He needs that money. He really, really does. He needs that money.
So, you might say, well, how's everything going? What's going on today?
All right, we got $850, $800.
How was yesterday because there was no podcast? Maybe those of you who
$1,000.
only watch
Ooh,
the
$300.
podcast and tune in for particular games that you like are wondering, what's up? Well, we do have a good amount of new stuff to talk about today, including big updates to my streams in general. And let me just fix this here because I did not update this from last night. As you can see, we had a lot going on. Firstly,
what, we had a lot going on? What, watching you fish in Minecraft for like 5 hours?
Here on my streams, we have newly refreshed animations.
Oh, Grandpa, come on. Don't do this to me today.
And sound effects that
what did I miss? Absolutely fucking nothing. We just watched some recap shit. He just got here.
Coincide with said animations. So this now is for contributions of $4.20 tip, tips of $5 and up, incremental, including $5, $10, $20, $30, $50, $100 and higher, are all animations now tied in with sound effects, and many of those animations are new. Okay? For the super chat side of things, we now have new animations for $5, $10, $20, $30, and $50. I don't have anything above 50. We rarely get super chats bigger than 50.
Demi Fiend, what's up, honey? Big
50,
ups.
to be honest. But, that's also tied in with brand new sound effects to tie in with the animations. All right. There's a few animations that are still the same, but many of them have been updated or new now, and the sound effects actually make them a lot better. Now, what I want to do is test these out. And what I mean by that is this is really the testing phase. I'm not 100% sold that I want to do this long term. I want to see how intrusive to the gameplay and to the podcast, etc., this sound effect deal is. I've never had sound effects on the stream before since I became a live streamer in 2017 with
I cannot believe that, but
interactions. I've always had them muted. You could have them.
Who gave him this idea? Like, I'm not saying that he can't do it or whatever, but like, you realize like you can go in and listen to all of this and listen to how loud it's going to sound. Like, you can do all this already.
And a lot of streamers have done these, all the time. But I've really stayed away from doing that. And you might say, well, why? Everyone else is doing it.
You might ask me why, because you want to know why I do everything, because you just think I'm so fucking great.
Why did you never do it? Well, basically, from what I surmised, okay, a lot of people were tuning in.
Shout out a lot of people
to my content back then. We're talking, almost a decade ago, 8 years ago, when I did full-time live streaming. They were tuning in because of the old kind of content that I used to make, which was offline, on-demand, YouTube style, in a playlist content. All right. And you got to understand that, I have a long time history on YouTube, almost 18 years at this point. My channel has more videos than most other channels.
Right. A lot of big ups, a lot of people, obviously. Yeah. Those like 12 voices in his fucking head that he hears that just like love him and just can't stop like sucking him off.
And the people that put me on the map that really made me successful on YouTube weren't used to online live streaming. And so basically what I needed to do was a slow process of kind of easing in to being an online interactive streamer, where I felt that if we were going to have obnoxious, over the top, constant sound effects, that it was just going to push people away who had basically liked my content up to that point, right? Imagine if 7-8 years ago, I'm playing the new hot game. I don't know. Let's say it was Dark Souls 3 or whatever was new at that time. And as I'm trying to do a tough boss fight, people keep contributing, and therefore you keep hearing, a stupid sound effect over and over during the fight. It could be quite distracting, right? And so my philosophy was I need to become an interactive live streamer, but not really just go full force into it, doing everything that's available. You know what I'm saying? I
Okay.
really should take my time
Dude didn't even know there was a live chat. No, he streamed for years and just didn't ever talk to nobody.
trying to implement stuff. And so I have done that. Okay, I have. Therefore, I think that I've done it well. First, some animations, scrolling, having a leaderboard, and now scrolling leaderboard, better webcam. Now I have the webcam that has the background removal tool and everything. Basically, I'm trying to ease myself in more and more with improvements this year. Here we are in August, and I'm still actively improving the streams, right? If you haven't noticed, it wasn't, Phil upgraded his setup in December, January, and that's it. Everything's the same.
With
No.
stuff that people were doing like 15 years ago.
Things are constantly improving. New animations, new backgrounds, new everything. I want to keep tweaking things and improving. It's a very different philosophy than the one I used to have, which was, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep doing the same thing every day. Okay? So, finally, I'm implementing sound effects, but I want your feedback. I want to know, do you like this or not? Are the sound effects too intrusive? Are they bothering you? Are they distracting you? Do you have suggestions for improvement? Should I not?
Well, I mean, they don't happen very often, but I don't know. I think that I just don't think that's a popular thing anymore. It's okay to have something pop up on your screen to like give people recognition. I think that's great, but I don't think you need maybe to have like sound about it.
Not do them at all? Should I reduce the amount I do them? Let me know. Also, we have to test the volume levels of the sound effect.
Lay off the guy just upgraded from the Stanley steamer to an actual automobile. My bad. I'm terribly sorry. I will shut my whore mouth.
Meaning, I tested them and I think they're fine, but maybe you disagree. You think they're too loud or you can't hear them at all. So today, as people contribute to my streams, please give me your feedback on the animations and the sound effects. I'd like to hear.
Why? Why can't you just do this? Like, I don't understand. Why can't you just do it?
Hear everything that you have to say about it. Likely, we won't see them all for a very long time because it's rare when we have a stream where we're going to have every level of contribution. You're talking.
But I mean, guys, we're gonna need to test out that one that's the $100 super chat. So,
As little as I think it's a $1 or $2 super chat gets an animation on the stream. But it'd
be really, really nice if he didn't talk about this. And when you legitimately donated to him, you would see it like you weren't expecting it. If he would for once just shut his fucking mouth and let something be a surprise, I feel like maybe he'd be happier.
These new ones will start around $4.20, $4.20 tip, and then $5 super chat or $5.
Basically, he wants people to pay to test it. This is the shtick we're running now. Well, let me know, when you give me $20 and you hear the sound, whatever the fuck stupid retardedness this is, make sure you let me know. Hint, hintity, hint, hint. Can I have $20, please?
$5 tip and up. So let's see. Let me know. I would love to hear what your thoughts are. All right. So
you would not love to hear what my thoughts are.
So let's give it a test and see what happens. Maybe we'll get some contributions on this podcast. We'll start to see and hear them, give feedback.
I love Office Space. That's so good.
The sound effects on my computer, so I should be able to hear them too when they go off. So I'll hear if they're intrusive, you'll hear if they're intrusive, and we'll figure this out.
If you can hear it, then you should already know. You spastic fucking retard. If you can hear it, and it's been happening, then you should know. And you should have already adjusted. I can't. Like, the vein in my forehead is gonna...
together.
Nope.
Okay. I don't want to spoil all the animations, but basically, as you know, I love, classic games from back in the day, notably NES and SNES era. So
I don't want to spoil anything, but I can't keep my fucking mouth shut. So spoiler alert.
I already have like 3 or 4 new animations and more are possibly in the works. Okay. Cool. So there you go. By the way, good morning, everyone. People are starting to come in and...
Why are we mansplaining alerts? I think it's because he wants people to tip the amounts to get them to go off because he wants the money.
Say hello. What's going on, everyone?
Man has not been hitting goals a lot lately.
Let's see here. We got P-Wad. We got Beetlejuice. He says it's an outrage to do this. Okay. Chris, what's up? Nick, how are you this morning? Good to see you. Operation
2 decades, and this is where we are. Yeah, back in about 2011, 2012.
Fallen Angel on Kick. What's going on? Let's see here.
This man is so busy, he doesn't have time to test. He's so busy.
Tangry Savory Seasonings, how you doing over on Kick? What's going on? And I hope that you... Oh, Gino Day, how are you today? Good morning. So that's the improvement number 1, okay?
Boom Arms Defeat DSP has redeemed 1,000 moral support for the stream. I don't know what the fuck that means, but okie dokie.
Improvement number 2. Something that we've been trying to do for several days.
Oh, here we go. Why would anyone give you money? It just becomes 3,000 calories every day for the wife, you neglector.
Ever since the whole channel point...
Oh, he's getting spammed here again.
Fiasco. What's up, Stormforce Gamer as well on YouTube? I see ya. How you doing? So yeah, there was a big fiasco on Kick last week. What do I mean? Well, it was determined that I had these pop-up highlighted messages for channel points being used. If you don't know, when you watch my streams on Kick, you accumulate channel points. And these points can be used either for pop-up highlighted messages, or you can wager them.
Why do we have to talk every day about how stuff works, how super chats work, and that you get an animation and what you do on Kick, and fuck.
And you can wager the points in like predictions to earn more or less. It's like kind of like a gambling with, you know, no value currency. So it's safe to do, but people like to do it, particularly on a stream like American Truck Sim. Hey, will he get his delivery done in time? Or, you know, stuff like that. So, the thing is, we had to disable these messages, and it really sucked because I know people liked them. They used them. They called them moral support messages, right? Well, it was determined that sadly, these messages exploited a loophole on Kick where people who had been banned could actually still do them. And you could use any words whatsoever in the messages, and you can't moderate it. So people immediately started doing these messages with the N-word in it, or doxing people, which, you know, we can't do. We can't have that. You understand? Okay? So, basically, we turned them off for like a week. What I've now implemented, which we're going to give a test, and we're going to see how this works too. You know,
oh God, no! More things to give him feedback about.
Again, more improvements, hoping to make my streams better. With the new moral support system on Kick. What is the moral support system on Kick? When you watch my streams, you earn channel points. Then you can redeem those channels.
This is not relevant to anybody who watches you on YouTube, which is like where the majority of your audience is. Why are we doing this?
Points to do moral support in the chat. And I've created 10 levels starting from as little as 100 channel points all the way.
Oh, so this is what you spend your time doing, huh? Okay. Well, this, just so you know, this shit is really lame.
Up to 1,000 channel points. Each one is a different color. They start down like yellow, orange, then it's like light green, green, light blue, blue, or it's blue and green.
I think Kick spams moral support like it's a super chat, but it doesn't cost money to troll fill. Yeah, pretty much.
And then it goes to like pink, purple, and then finally the top tier is red. That's the highest level of moral support that you can do. Now, does it actually mean anything? No. Doesn't do anything. What I would hope is...
The suggestion box is gone, though. He feels good how it is now. Well, I mean, you know, oh, shit. Colleen, big ups. We are not on 1.5. We didn't have much skip juice starting, so...
That
big ups to you, honey. Appreciate
stuff.
you.
Like what I would like is if you're a frequent viewer of my content, you can redeem channel points, maybe to unlock a special emote that only you get. Or
I'm absolutely not doing that, just so you know.
Maybe you can unlock a nice badge next to your name to show, hey, I'm one of the big watchers of Phil on Kick. But there's nothing like that as of yet. I'm hoping they will implement stuff like that long term. But sadly, there's nothing I can do. They haven't put anything like that into effect yet on Kick. All right? So I apologize for that. But
detractors have a lot of tism, too. That's very true. I do.
You can see people are using them right now. They're doing big moral support messages. So you guys can still watch a lot, and then you can redeem your points and do moral support on Kick, which you guys have seemed to like. So that will now continue, okay?
July Blade, big ups. Just popping in to say hello. I'm doing good, honey. I hope you are, too. Phil has been super boring or super annoying that I just dip. Oh, don't sweat it, honey. Show up when you want. Don't show up when you want. Do whatever you want. But yeah, we got really spoiled with the Kino arc and the interviews and all that kind of stuff. I get it. We don't even get the smart guys with the grill fill and him showing his feet and his underwear. Gross and disgusting as it was pretty entertaining to watch this clown be a clown, but I get it. It's super boring. There are times where, you know, every now and then, like, I won't stream for a week, and it's just because there's, like, nothing fucking going on, or, you know.
Cool. All right, so
I try to be consistent. I like to try to consistently be here because I enjoy doing it, but it's like sometimes there's just, like, nothing fucking happening.
new animations, now with sound effects.
Oh, my God. Grandpa!
Moral support
Quit it.
pop-ups on Kick. We've got all these new improvements to all of my streaming content, okay? So, I hope that you guys like these, and I would like more suggestions as well for improvements. What else do you think I could do to make the streams more fun, more
Everything totally. How about you work on you, bro? How about you? Have we thought about you?
interactive, more entertaining? I would love feedback. You know, you told me the other day, turn the light off on this sword. It's blinding us. So I did. You know, I want to listen to your feedback, and I want to improve things as much as I can so that everyone has a great time. And I hope
My God, man. You mean you turned off the sword? Somebody give this man $1,000. Your purple heart is in the mail, and we are forever in your debt. You're a loser.
that you guys are ready for a full fun day of gameplay here on the channel. Want to talk a little bit about that? I guess we should. First off, I just want to say shout out to Buckwell, because as the stream was going on, Buckwell subscribed over on Kick, and that does actually count for today as our first contribution. So let's get Buckwell up on the leaderboard. Thank you, Buckwell, for $5 of support. Let's just get to it. Let's talk about this up front. So we are currently at 93 out of 100 goals of support for this week.
Broside Phil, big ups.
And we get a reward at 100. When we hit 100 goals hit, it'll be DSP Tries It, Claim Jumper, which is a local restaurant to me that is known as a steakhouse, but they do all kinds of food, including like American comfort food, sandwiches, soups, salads, pizzas, pasta, and more. So I'm going to order a couple of dishes from there when we get to 100 goals and do a special DSP Tries It that, again, isn't fast food crap, but instead something more interesting.
It's also ridiculously expensive. If you go to that Claim Jumper menu, which he did show off briefly the other day, it's like $30 for a sandwich, $30 for a plate of pasta. Like, shit.
We did this with Shake and Go last week, and it went really well. So I am hoping to hit 100 goals by the end of the week. Now, yesterday
Broside Phil's here in the house. Let's get some big ups for Broside.
was kind of here and then not here. Allow me to explain. Yesterday, I didn't do a podcast, but we had like a half an hour hangout session. I didn't record or upload it. And then we jumped into Death Stranding 2. We got lots of progress yesterday in Death Stranding 2. We're now officially more than halfway through the game, and people are actually telling me, basically, we are now in the final third of the game. That we're in the big home stretch push, that the end of the game is a whole bunch of story. We really only have like one
Spoon Hurler, I'm so glad you noticed that too. He does. He literally leans. Oh my God, this face. Oh my God. Oh my God, this face. He does. He literally leans into the microphone and then just does a big old loud throat clear. Look at this. Oh, well, this is the thumbnail for tomorrow, everybody.
other place to go in the bottom like left-hand corner, and then you go all the way around the right-hand corner of Australia. And
Nothing else I get today will be as good as that one.
the big finale, and that's kind of the end of the game. So we're getting there. Several more streams to finish, but we're getting there, thankfully. Okay. Now, yesterday, it was kind of weird because we had good support going into Death Stranding 2, and we had some decent support for like the first hour. Then all of a sudden, it just completely stopped in the last like 90 minutes. I got like nothing for the end of the stream. So we ended up the first stream yesterday. We ended at around $100 of support. Now listen, that's not bad. That's great.
Yeah, I don't know. I just saw the clip where you talked about how shitty it was and then backpedaled real fucking quick when you realized what a greedy piece of shit you sounded like. So, you know.
Really, $100 on a stream is great. I mean, I'm not complaining. But we didn't hit the goal, so we stayed at 92 out of 100. On the late stream last night, it was Minecraft, and I think arguably last night's Minecraft stream was one of the best I have done this year. Why? Because yesterday,
X to gout, the lie detector test determined that shit's a lie.
we went to explore the overworld, and I thought, oh, we're going to find more villages, and we're going to do this and that. No, we ran into a pillager's ship that looks like a pirate ship. So I don't know if this actually is part of the actual real game, or if this was added content from a DLC or something. I have no idea. But I went onto this pillager's ship, and I spent an hour fighting pillagers, rescuing prisoners, basically just sacking the ship. And I got all this new stuff that I hadn't had. I got new benches, you know, like tables to do activities on, all kinds of decorations. I got carpeting that I'm going to put down in my house now that I got. We got all kinds of stuff, but this all culminated with me finally getting a cat as a pet in Minecraft. It took a long time because the cat was kind of like hiding out on the edge of the ship. And dude, it was a major hassle to get that cat to finally get on my boat. It took like half an hour to figure out how to do it. But we got it. We did it. So now I have a cat
I saw that last night. Him trying to get that goddamn cat into that boat.
as a pet. The thing is, it took so long. We ran out of time. I didn't even get to name the cat. We didn't get to decorate the house. So next time when I play Minecraft, we're going to have a lot to do with all the stuff that we looted from this ship. Okay? Now,
Oh, that's so
Last night-
cool.
once again, it seems to be par for the course when we play Minecraft. People are hanging out and we're having a good time. Lots of great interaction, lots of engagement, good stuff going on. But we usually get to near the end of the stream and we haven't hit our support goal. And every week I say, guys, with Minecraft, here's the deal. If we hit the support goal, we guarantee we do another stream of Minecraft next week, and we'll keep doing it if we keep hitting goals. But if we don't, then we'll probably give it a break, and we'll bring it back later. It's okay. We don't have to do Minecraft every week. We can give it a rest every once in a while, right? But what ends up happening is we'll get to the end
Did he say give it a breast? We're moving on.
of the stream. I'll say goodnight to the on-demand viewers. I'll stop recording. I'll turn to the viewer audience for the stream.
Yeah, you'll turn off YouTuber mode and be like, guys, is this really it? Are we really not going to play Minecraft anymore?
Okay, guys, so here's what's going on tomorrow. And then just when I'm about to go offline,
Yeah, Ryan comes in and saves you. This is 3 weeks in a row, dude. Uno, dos, tres. This is 3 fucking weeks. I mean,
someone contributes and we hit the goal. This has happened like 3 or 4 times with Minecraft. It's been insane. Okay? So last night, once again, we were at about 80 bucks of support, and I said, all right, guys, that's it. Good night. And as I'm doing this, someone drops a $100
someone. Only Ice Infinite. Let's not say someone.
contribution. $100 tip.
I'll take a breast. Preferably, I think you'd rather have, 2.
Oh, God, what is this? Oh, no. Hold on. One of my things that I use just updated, and it looks terrible. Oh, this is what I have to do from now on? Oh, no.
Why are you doing other stuff during your live stream?
Oh, I don't like this at all. This looks awful. Why did they do this?
Ryan's still buying them feet pics.
They updated my mailbox. This is where I get my
You
notifications
sure they didn't update your OnlyFans that Ryan has?
when you guys tip me. And they updated the mailbox, and it looks terrible. Oh, man, it looks really bad. Now I don't even know what this update they did because I don't want any of this crap. Look at this. Why is that on there?
Phil's done more to his house in Minecraft than his house in real life.
Now I don't
Big
even know if I'm
ups,
going to be
it's
able to
funny.
see the information I need to see when a tip comes in. I guess we'll find out. When someone does our first tip of the day, I'll see what this looks like. It doesn't look very good to me. Oh, man. Well, I'm curious how it's going to look when stuff comes in. We'll find out today. Man, they completely changed how it looked. You know how much you guys hate when they update the chat of either YouTube or Kick? Oh, they changed it. It looks bad. This looks awful. They made all, like, rounded, cartoony text. Ugh. Damn it. Okay. Anyway. So, yeah, last night, out of nowhere, at the end of the stream, boom, $100 tip. And for the record, it's not always the same person who saves Minecraft. It's been, like, 3 or
Yeah, it's totally not the same person. He uses a different account every time he does it.
4 different people now.
It was Lance Catamident last week. Last night it was only Ice Infinite. Last week it was Lance Catamident, and I don't know who it was the week before that.
Who have come in and contributed. Like last time it was Lance Catamaran on Kick. He came in and he did like a 10 sub bomb. This time
I didn't know he was gonna say that. I'm sorry.
someone did a $100 tip. Now this tip was so generous. Not only did it push us to the goal, it pushed us over the goal, and then we had another contribution. So it ended up being over $200 of support for Minecraft last night. So that's why we're at 93 out of 100 goals. Okay, so that's great, and it means that yesterday over.
No, that's not great. You finished the game, you turned the game off, and you turned off YouTuber mode, and you went into begging, stalling, crying, pissing your pants, stamping your feet until somebody came and gave you money. That doesn't mean the game is working.
Overall, it was a pretty darn good streaming day for me. I had a great time. I think all the gameplay was great, and the streams were great, and the support was great. So no complaints whatsoever. Everything went really well yesterday. Okay, so thank you for that. Thanks for a great streaming day. Now, we try to push forward here and hit some more goals this week. Like I said, what I would want to do is
So thanks for all the money, but now let's go on ahead and scratch that, because today I need more money. So bust out them Velcro wallets, you retards.
the end of the week, I'd like to hit the 100 goals and do DSP tries at Claim Jumper. I mean, obviously the last chance to do that would be Friday during the marathon. But if we do it earlier than that, then I'll order earlier. We'll do it either, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday we'll order something else, and we'll have basically 2 meals this week.
So he wants to order that shit on Wednesday or Thursday. He needs 7 goals to order that shit tomorrow. And I'm talking slowly because I can't do math real quick in my head, but I can on my phone. So he'd like $1,000 today so that he can eat from whatever the fuck that place is called. I don't care.
But that's okay if we don't. If it ends up being that we hit it on Friday, that's perfectly fine. Let's see what happens this week.
Oh, is it perfectly fine for you to get $1,000 over the next 3 days instead of the next 2 days? Thank you. Thank you very much. I can pay my rent now. I was so worried I was going to have to give you all of my money. Get fucked, you dweeb.
Okay? And by the way, you guys had brought up that you're interested in seeing me do a different kind of DSP tries it. One of the ideas is like some kind of liquor, like maybe do a flight of beers, and you guys give me the different beers, like international beers, one from each different country, and I try. I'm okay with that. But I need to.
I bet you are. You fucking raging alcoholic. I bet you're totally okay with that.
Know what exactly it is you guys want to see me do so that I can get it on my day off. So, hey, give me an idea. If you guys want to share, hey, yeah, you should do these 4 beers and taste test them against each other and see what they're like. I would do that. That sounds like a different kind of DSP tries it for sure. I'm down for that. But let's try to brainstorm and see what you guys want, okay? All right, cool. All right, so I think we're almost all caught up now. Today's schedule is that right after this podcast, it is more Donkey Kong Bonanza. And we are currently in World 8, which is the world of weather and elephants. There's giant tornadoes and rain and also elephants. And we just got the elephant transformation. We haven't used it yet. So today, first thing we're doing is we're jumping into this room full of lava and we're using the elephant transformation to suck up the lava and make items and throw them around and get all around this room and go from there. So that should be fun. And we'll see how it works today and how it's implemented. And we'll probably beat World 8 today and head on to World 9 and see what's next. Okay? Cool. Tonight on the late stream, it's kind of
What if it wasn't cool? Like, what the fuck could I do about
a
it?
unique one. Starting around 7 p.m. Pacific time tonight, here's the deal. Tonight, it is going to be the conclusion of Ludo, the unique thriller suspense mystery game with horror elements implemented. But after Ludo concludes, we're going to change it over to a Chill with Phil late night stream. Now, the reason I say that is Ludo only has about 30 minutes left, roughly. Like, we may or may not beat it within about half an hour. So obviously, I don't want to have a stream where there's nothing else. So that's why I'm scheduling it. Like, let's just beat Ludo, see the ending, and then we're going to do Chill with Phil for the rest of the stream. What I will do is I will post up, on social media, X, and also on my posts tab here on YouTube, so you guys know when we've beaten Ludo, because very well, many people might not want to care or see the end of it, but they want to come hang out with me after. So you'll know when to join if you're not interested in Ludo.
You think like way too much of yourself, dude. Like, obviously I know that, people are just gonna want to come and hang out with me. Like, what?
Or if you want to just come hang out and see the end of Ludo and then stick around for DSP, Chill with Phil, then so be it. I'll see you tonight, okay? So those are the streams today.
I would rather stab myself in the face with a dull, rusty fork, sir. Hell, I'd do it twice.
FYI for the rest of the week, tomorrow it's more Death Stranding 2, and tomorrow we are not going to do
That didn't hit the goal, but we're going to play it again.
a podcast again. We're actually going to skip the podcast again. So it's going to be another major stream of major progress in Death Stranding 2. If you haven't noticed, I'm making a major push to try to finish Death Stranding 2. We're over 30 hours into the game at this point, and I want to
It's not making me any more fucking money. I gotta get rid of this fucking thing.
beat it soon. So I'm making a big, big push for progress. Tomorrow night will be Grand Theft Auto 4 with mods on the late stream. Man, do I hope that we do better.
30 minutes of Ludo left, so 5 more streams. You are probably right.
Tomorrow
You
night
are
was
probably
more than
right.
last time where I made like $40. I don't know what happened because GTA 4 had been doing well, and now it's just not doing well. So hopefully we'll see a turnaround tomorrow night. Thursday,
Another game that hasn't hit the goal, but we're still playing it anyway.
there will be a podcast, and I'm on the fence if I should do a bonus stream of Death Stranding 2 or Donkey Kong. At that point, we would have done 2 streams of each game this week, and I could do whatever I want. We'll basically see how far we are in each game. Jasper Kitty, what is it? You're staring at me. We can see how far we are in each game.
Probably begging for food.
We could try to determine which game maybe we want.
Please feed me. Please take me to the vet. Please clean out my litter box, please.
To make more progress in because maybe we can finish it soon. And we'll probably do that as the day stream on Thursday. And then Thursday night is Thursday Night Fights, Capcom versus SNK 2. I'll play more CVS 2 and try to rank up. This time around, I'll be playing on PC because the last 2 times I played on PS5, so I've been alternating. We'll go back to PC and try to get me to Super Diamond. I am Super Diamond rank on PlayStation 5, but we're getting closer to there on PC. Hopefully I can do that Thursday night. And then, of course, Friday is the big Mega Man Marathon. Part 2. We did the Mega Man Marathon Part 1 back in January, if you can believe it. Yeah, it's been 8 months, 7 months, 8 months. Shit, it's been a long time. This time around,
Wow. So that's a thing that happened.
I'll be attempting to beat Mega Man 4 through 6 in one sitting while inebriated because I'll be taking shots for levels of support. I will have whiskey, tequila.
What is his obsession with the word inebriated? Is it because he doesn't want to say drunk? I'll be drunk on stream? Like, I don't understand.
Rum, and the 99 fruits shots. So we will have all of those things available as liquor choices to take shots when we hit levels of support on Friday. It was pretty challenging doing this in January, if I remember.
I will stay Friday. I'll stream the marathon. I can't promise I'll stream the whole thing. I don't do well, like, sitting still for a really long time. I get, like, weird and jittery, but he thinks he gets paid by the syllable. Well, his YouTube checks, I'm positive, reflect that he doesn't, but I'm sure he hasn't gotten that message yet. Sometimes it takes a while for something really important to find that small a brain. I mean, look at this derpy motherfucker. But I'll stream Friday, the marathon, for, honestly, as long as I can. I'll try and stay, and we can hang out together and shit on this dude.
It was really hard to beat Mega Man 1.
I forgot what makes this a podcast again. He called it that because he took the name from Keemstar because he... I don't know.
Because Mega Man 1 is a tough game to begin with, and then I was inebriated doing it. It was a little bit easier when we got to 2 and 3, because 2 and 3 I actually knew a lot better. But in this case, I don't know 4, 5, and 6 that well. 4 I did own, so I know it better, but 5 and 6 I never owned and didn't play back in the day. I've only played 5 and 6 once ever, each, during a summer of Mega Man that I did like 12, 13 years ago on YouTube. So this will be interesting to see how well I can do and if I can...
Do a list of the needlessly long phrases that he does. American Thanksgiving. That's a good one.
Actually beat all 3 games during the marathon on Friday. Now, like I already said, there will be food.
Social engineer. That was the one that got me. Someone's social engineering my stuff.
I just don't know what yet. It'll depend on how the week goes. It could be the Claim Jumper DSP tries it, or it could end up being something different if we do that earlier in the week. Okay? So,
I mean, you got to think like when the guy like hurts himself or something, like how long does it take for something painful to find that small a brain? It's got to be why the reaction time is so slow. Like it just doesn't know where to go or what to do.
I'm excited for Friday in a huge way. As you know, I love Mega Man, and I'm excited to try out another marathon and see how it goes. Remember what I already told you guys. If Friday's marathon does well and we get good attendance, engagement, and support, we will be doing a second marathon in August. This is
Exactly, you guys. You heard it here first. If you give me a fuck ton of money on Friday, guess what? You can come back in 3 weeks and give me more of your money. You gotta pay rent? Fuck that shit.
unprecedented. I never do 2 marathons in 1 month, but I will actually do one.
But I'm so desperate and hard up for cash that we're doing it now.
At the end of August, final weekend, because I want to do Mega Man proud and do him justice before we essentially don't play
Yeah, that's what it is. Oh my god, the bakery style bun. Yes.
classic Mega Man for a long time. I would like to play the Mega Man Legacy Collection 2, which has Mega Man 7 through 10. Now, I don't think that I would beat 4 games in one marathon, but it'd be pretty exciting to do one more and see how it goes.
We should do that. We should do that the Phil style, and maybe I should like put up a post and have you guys put like the obnoxiously long, like just ridiculous shit that he says, and then we could do a tier maker in honor of Phil.
And see if I can get even further. And then the next marathon would be the end of September, then one in October for Halloween, then November.
I did a tier maker way back in the day of the words that he either doesn't use correctly, doesn't know what they mean, or the shit that he says so often he should never be allowed to say it again. And we did a tier maker in honor of Phil. It was pretty good.
December for Christmas, okay? So let's see how it goes on Friday. Hopefully it goes really well, and if it does, you get 2 marathons in 1 month, all right?
Yeah, you get it. Yeah, this is some kind of reward for you, not a double payday for him.
Excellent. All right. So now I've pretty much covered
Everything about money. Move on,
the
sir.
topics that I wanted to cover. To be about half an hour, all right? Thank you guys for chilling. Thanks for waiting, all right? I hope that all this is very informative to you and you know what's going on. Let's get some support this morning. So far, we've got Buckwell, who subbed over on Kick. Can we get our first super chat of the day, so therefore we can see our first animation and sound effect for the day? Can we get our first tip of the day, so we can see our first animation there and sound effect? Maybe we get some members. Maybe we can get some subs over on Kick. Let's get some support rolling to hit our goal today and keep moving towards DSP Tries It at the end of this week, okay? Outside of that, that's all I got for today. There's nothing really going on in gaming news. There's nothing.
So we did a podcast. Why? You could have done this you literally did this in 20 minutes. What are we doing?
Nothing very important to talk about. Therefore, I want to open up the...
Somebody go over there and just say something to infuriate him. I need the gold dust, please. Any fucking warriors in the chat, go over there to YouTube or Kick and just say something that will just fucking like make his blood boil.
Show you guys for some Q&A. Tag me in the chat. Let's see what you guys want to chat about. Okay? And we'll go from there. Now, if we end up hanging out for a little bit and running out of things to talk about, we can end the podcast early and we can jump into Donkey Kong Bonanza to make...
There needs to be more tiers than necessary. Yeah, we could make the actual like tier maker just like really fucking dented and stupid, and it won't make any sense. And
extra progress today. I'm okay with that. So let's see how today goes.
What is he okay with? Forget I asked. I don't care.
Here we go. Jay Kuma says you should definitely try various Mexican beers for a future DSP Tries It. One of my personal favorite is Modelo. I always used to drink Corona when I...
This reminds me of that South Park episode where Randy's like drinking like all the alcohol and Stan's like, I think you have a problem. And Randy goes on these like long-winded rants about, I'm not an alcoholic, Stan. It's called a smorgasbord. It's, it's elegantly cultural. No, what did he say? It's classy and elegantly cultural. He's just chugging like all of this alcohol. And Stan's like, Dad, I think you have a problem.
I was in high school. I'm serious. When I wasn't old enough to drink, I would drink Corona. But yeah, maybe I could...
I don't have an alcohol problem, Stan.
Do that. Maybe I could try like 4 Mexican beers and directly compare them to each other and tell you which ones I like more or less. That's a possibility. Ram says, why is it impossible to chat on your Kick channel? I don't know what you mean, Ram. There's 2 limitations for people to chat on my Kick channel. Limitation number 1 is your account has to have existed for a day.
Oh, limitations. That's cool.
Why? Because I don't want trolls coming in, making 400 bot accounts and immediately spamming the chat. I want them to have to wait to do that, so that way they can't just keep making unlimited accounts.
I want them to have to wait. Okay, so they'll just wait.
That's number 1. Number 2, there's like a 6-minute wait. If you wait 6 minutes and you follow the channel, because you have to follow the channel for like 6 minutes, then you can chat. So I don't know what you mean that you can't chat on Kick. No, save us GTA 6. Drinking streams don't scare me with my past addiction. I'm not an out-of-control alcoholic, and you saying that makes you sound really fucking stupid. Really, it does. Like, you guys keep saying dumb shit like that.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Big ups to whatever, just warrior. I don't know. Let's.
So that way they can't just keep making unlimited.
Here we go.
points. That's number one. Number two, there's like a 6-minute wait. If you wait 6 minutes.
This alcoholic is going to tell you that a drinking stream is a good idea.
And you follow the channel, because you have to follow the channel for like 6 minutes, then you can chat. So I don't know what you mean that you can't chat on Kick.
Here we go.
No save us GTA 6. Drinking streams don't scare me with my past addiction. I'm not an out-of-control alcoholic, and you saying that makes you sound really fucking stupid. Really, it does. Like, you guys keep saying dumb shit like that. Do I drink on every stream? Am I out of control? Even during the marathons that I do once a month, am I out of control drunk? The fuck are you talking about? Jeez. The problem is people, I swear to God, people on the internet are like, it's either black or white. It's either you're a full-blown alcoholic or you're a 100% straight-edge teetotaler. No, you can be in the middle. You wear that? It's called moderation. Try it sometime.
Says the man who has spent $300,000 on WWE champions.
Okay.
Oh, I thought that would be good. It was still good. Don't misunderstand. It was still good, but I'm really itching for something juicy.
Did I ever play Mario Party? The thing about Mario Party is...
Yeah, something touched a nerve there for sure.
It's definitely...
It wouldn't be because he's an alcoholic.
Or whatever, and you're messing around, it could be fun. Right? But I don't really do those kind of streams. I don't. So really, I don't think I'm ever going to be playing Mario Party as a content creator. There's nothing wrong with Mario Party at all. It's a fun game. It's a great game. It's meant to be not seriously competitive, but just kind of silly fun.
Yeah, except you don't have any friends, so Mario Party would kind of suck. Critical Cal, thank you for the 10. I appreciate you. Sir, can we, if there is time, watch the 666? Yeah.
So enjoy it if you want, but it's probably not for me. Usagi Jojo says there's going to be a new limited time McDonaldland themed milkshake coming to McDonald's. Sounds like something I'll probably skip because it sounds disgusting. We all know that McDonald's milkshakes are absolutely gross. Remember when I had the Shamrock Shake earlier this year?
No, we don't follow all of your comings and goings.
It's not even really milkshakes. Did you know that? McDonald's milkshakes are not milkshakes. I don't think they have enough dairy in them to be considered milkshakes. So that's why they just call them like dessert shakes or whatever. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be doing that. No, Cracker Jacks, it's not that I have a young audience that doesn't understand. It's
As an alcoholic, no, you cannot be in the middle. That's part of the problem. Yeah, because this guy thinks he's in the middle. I think that's called denial.
that the people who say dumb stuff like this on my streams are just trying to content farm. Like, oh, former alcoholic speaks about how it's okay to drink, and here's the clip. They're morons. They're not actually trying to say anything. They're not concerned for my well-being. They're just morons who are trying to content farm.
You're the one doing all the drinking, dude. So I think you're the one not concerned. You know, okay, you know, excuse me, cirrhosis of the liver.
Not stupid. Have I seen Nightmare Alleys? No, what is Nightmare Alleys? Never heard of it. What DLC did Buckwell give me for Truck Sim? He gave the Idaho State DLC, the Truck Interior DLC, where you can have different items for your cabin, something to tweak the wheels, and I think the Heavy Cargo DLC, where there's going to be like bigger cargo that you can now do. I think those are the 4 he gave me, if I remember correctly. And we already utilized a bunch of them, and it was really fun, so thank you again to Buckwell for that. Thank you, Ram says, I love your consistency of broadcasting and your organized approach. I appreciate that. I try to do things as professionally as I possibly can, and I've done...
Sir. Sir. Okay, as you like literally like 2 seconds ago were just like, hey, you're totally fucking retarded. This is a professional stream.
Definitely gotten better at this in the last couple of years. And, you know, I'm very consistent with my schedule and organization because I treat it seriously. I'm not just someone who's messing around every once in a while. Oh, whenever I get on stream or whatever, you know, I want to be nice in line. I'm a very
Denial isn't just a river in Egypt.
organized person. I've you know, been like this my whole life, where I like to have, here's my plans for the week. Here's an outline of what I'm doing. Here's this, here's that. You know what I mean?
That's just so that you feel important. That's just so that you feel like you're doing something. Like all of this garbage, you know, your podcast, your studio, your this, it's to make you feel important. Because at the end of the day, you're doing the exact same thing I'm doing. Sitting in a room in your house by yourself like a weirdo, talking into a microphone. That's it. There's no big song and dance. There's no nothing. I don't schedule any of this shit. I don't worry about sound effects or this or that or whatever. Because at the end of the day, you're just sitting in a fucking room like a weirdo talking to yourself. Like, stop it. Stop trying to make... I'm not saying that content creation isn't fun. It totally is. I'm not saying that streaming isn't fun. It totally is. But stop trying to make it like, especially you, like, stop making it like you're like some big time fucking, stop it. You're stupid. You are a busy idiot, sir, running around doing all this fucking superfluous bullshit that doesn't mean anything about anything with your pretentious fucking behavior and all this stuff that's just so I don't even know what the word is.
Okay. All right. Wow. I don't like how this looks at all. Ugh. I got my first tip of the day, and I don't like this new email system. This is ugly, man. What happens if I do this? Let me test something. Oh, it's so.
Yeah, exactly. That's what you're supposed to do. Sit and talk into the microphone. And nobody fucking owes you a cookie, a juice box, a gold star, or $100 for that.
So bad. They idiotically have a pop-up thing that says priority.
Innocuous. That was the word I was looking for. All the shit you do is just so fucking innocuous. It doesn't have anything to do about anything. It's worthless. It's meaningless. It's nothing.
Priority? I don't fucking know where that even comes from. I don't want it to say priority. I want that gone. And I don't know if there's a way to get that to go away.
Uh-oh, Grandpa can't figure out his email. Oh no, oh no, oh no.
Fuck, man, why'd they have to change it? It looks like shit.
Old man yells at cloud. Old man yells at cloud. My email updated. What do I do?
Is there any way for me to get rid of that? I don't think so. I think they're just complete morons.
I ran out of vanilla ice cream and struck my wife. And I find out my wife's been dead for 6 years. Who the hell did I hit? Like, this is a moment we're having right now.
No, it looks, it's just bad. Once again, we're going to improve it. No, you made it way worse. You're just idiots. All right, well, let me take a look.
Hello, sir. Could you not do this right now? Oh, he has to find the tips, of course, the tips.
I got a $1 tip. Someone asking if you were just going to be.
I'm really glad we did this for $1, by the way.
Fighting games. What fighting game would you jump into? I mean, the biggest one is Street Fighter 6. It's got to be the biggest one, right? That's what I would recommend. Jump into Street Fighter 6. It's very easy to learn. The meta, meaning the top tier gameplay, is very simple. So there you go. Okay. Tay says, "I love the new changes. Chill vibes only. Thank you, Tay." Jay Kuma says, "Any retro RPGs I'm considering going back to make a playthrough? I was watching your Chrono Trigger playthrough. I can tell you really enjoyed playing it. We're doing Suikoden 2 this summer. We're doing Suikoden 2 HD by the end of the summer. Probably either middle to late August or middle to late September. And we're going to carry that in. I promised you guys that we would do it because earlier in the year, you guys were awesome and really supported my Suikoden 1 playthrough really well. So we're doing 2, either this month or next month, depending on timing. So what I mean, like, I want to try to get through the games I'm playing. I want to try to make a big push for progress in games like Death Stranding 2, Donkey Kong, get them done so we have some time to do other stuff.
Hello, sir.
Okay.
Oh God, I don't know if I got 45 minutes of this in my soul. Oh boy.
All right,
we got
please
this.
tag me in the chat, guys. Like,
we'll do this together. We can do this together. We got this. We got this.
Yeah, whatever you want to talk about. And we'll
it'd be really nice if you talked about something. Isn't this your podcast? So what, we have to show up, give you money, give you feedback, tell you what games to play, tell you what to do, ask you questions, make sure we like and sub and share and all this other bullshit. Why are you like
where the conversation takes us? Like I said,
here for you, Toxie. This is like
dies down. There's not much to talk about today. We can end the show early and we can get into Donkey Kong early. I'm okay with that.
Then get on with it, you fucking douchebag. Get on with it.
Ram says, "What gaming chair am I using? I have no idea. I bought it off of Amazon." What? Actually, what happened was someone offered to get me a gaming chair many years ago, like 3, 4, 5 years ago. And I looked on Amazon, I picked out one, and they ordered it for me. I want to give credit where credit is due. I didn't buy it. They donated it. But it's just right off Amazon. I don't know what it's called. Near it, I did look for gaming news this morning. I didn't really see much. I don't see much going on in gaming right now. No big announcements, so nothing really to cover today. Yes, we're doing Mafia the Old Country on Sunday. It comes out Friday, but I'm doing my marathon on Friday, so we're starting it on Sunday.
Cool. Anything? Anything at all?
What's on Wings getting caught lying about investing in Aldi's? It's going viral. Aldi? Isn't that like a grocery store chain?
It is.
I don't really care. The guy, let's be honest here. Wings of Redemption.
Here we go. I don't want him to shit on Wings of Redemption. I don't know, like anything about him, but I don't know. This might be the most interesting thing we get today. So here we go.
Over the years has been a pathological liar about many different things. It's weird. Some of the things
says the pathological liar about many things. Tell us again how you're not down from the rafters.
He lies about, right? Some of his biggest controversies are the cat in the bucket controversy and stuff like that, right? So why anyone would take what he says seriously, I don't know. I don't think that's where his entertainment lies. It's maybe just hearing what he has to say and enjoying the ride. I don't know why you would watch his stream and be like, oh, I have to take everything he says as like gospel truth. Maybe he's just making stuff up to entertain an audience, which I don't see if there's a real problem with that, unless he's being insanely dishonest about like things that like, oh, I was doing an event today because I need to raise money, and then he doesn't put the money towards what he said it's for. I mean, that okay, but outside of that, if he's just messing around, yeah, I invested in Aldi, and you find out, oh, he never did. Who cares? Who fucking cares? Why is
I'm inclined to agree with Phil. Like, okay, so what?
it your business to what he puts his money in? If he streams and people give him money, he has the right to spend that money on whatever he wants. And he can tell you
This wouldn't be personal for you, would it? Because you've said that exact same thing.
about it, or he doesn't have to tell you about it. He can lie about it. He has the right to do whatever the hell he wants, and you'll like it because he already has the money because you gave it to him. So what the hell's your problem? All these
Well, people typically don't like being lied to, so there's that.
it's a private company, you can't invest in it. Oh, I don't know. I thought it's a supermarket chain, right? I've never seen one, but my wife knows about them. She has mentioned them and said, I wonder if there's all these around here because
I don't do the grocery shopping stuff. I leave that for the little woman.
where she used to come from, they had them, and I never seen one before. But I didn't
Where she used to come from, I guarantee she still comes from there.
know anything about who you can invest in or not.
Get it, Chief? You get it? He can do whatever
I
he
tried to
wants,
sign up
and you'll like it.
for this Marvel Token PS5 beta, but the page was already dead by the time I got there. I tried to sign up for it, and it didn't. I couldn't find it. I clicked the links and everything, and it said it was dead. And I search, and all I can find is fucking YouTube videos. Look, it's literally just a zillion YouTube videos. It won't give me.
He literally says, look, there's a million YouTube videos, and then won't show you.
Oh, why is it still
Bruh.
searching for videos? I didn't try to search for videos.
Can we see what
Yeah,
you're
so you just
doing?
click on the register now button. When you click on the button, it doesn't work.
Yeah, you can't say, hey, look here, see. We can't look here, see, dude. Hello, sir?
Here it is.
I gotta channel my inner fucking piece of peace here. Oh my god, help. Like, what are
Register
you
now.
doing?
Doesn't work.
We can't see that. We don't know.
Let me refresh.
Yeah,
Oh,
that'll
okay.
work.
I clicked on it, and now it says, thanks for expressing your interest in the beta. We'll contact you when it's, in the future. That's what it said. That's all it said. I tried to do it yesterday, and it actually just gave me an error. It said, oh, this page doesn't work anymore. So I don't know what happened yesterday that it wasn't working, but I just did right now. So apparently, they'll contact me when the beta is available, I guess.
Yeah, that's
you go.
really cool.
We'll see what happens, because everyone's going to be trying to get into that beta. I doubt I'll get in, but we'll see.
Okay. Are we all set here?
Okay.
Nope,
Has
I
my streaming
guess
schedule
not.
times always been the same? No, I moved them around a bit. I moved them around a bit over time. And I tried to adjust for what's easier for my audience, but also, of course, what works for my life, too. Like, a lot of people have said, why don't I stream later? Because I can't, because my wife works in the morning. I stream later. How's she going to go to sleep? Right? Why don't I stream earlier?
I don't know. Are you streaming in the bedroom that she sleeps in? Can you talk quietly and fucking control yourself like a human being? What are you talking about?
Well, because we like to get rest. So we can actually have, like, a normal life. What happened was, at one point, basically, my streaming schedule wasn't really in line with what was going on here in Washington. When I first moved here, like, I was still living at a schedule that was like East Coast schedule. So everything was messed up. Like, my days off, I wasn't like awake and asleep at the right times to do stuff. It was really messed up. So I did have to adjust things. But over the time, I've basically my day streams are better for a more like European audience. And then my night streams are better for more like an Asian audience. And then both streams are fine for American audiences. I have tweaked it over time to try to make it.
This actually, like, it's not that it doesn't work out super well for me, but this is a rather inconvenient time in my day, honestly. It's like right in the middle of the day. It might be like late morning, early afternoon for you, but like it's almost, it's 3:30 here, Chief. Like,
better.
This is kind of like right in the middle of my shit.
No one who gets up before 10 a.m. gets enough rest, and I guess I don't get enough rest. It's
That's not how any of that works,
very
but
rare when I
okay.
have to sleep past 10 a.m. ever, even on my days off.
Yeah, right. That's why you come rolling up in here after having your stream live for an hour and you look like you woke up 20 minutes ago. God, he's so boring. This is pretty big. He's got nothing prepared. He shouldn't even do
I
a
prefer cloudy
podcast
days,
today.
rain, or clear blue skies. It depends. Like, I don't mind the sun, but I hate it when the sun is out, and if you're under it, all of a sudden you start to burn up because it's so hot on a summer day. Like the sun in the fall or the spring or the winter is not a big deal, but in the summer it tends to be like way, way stronger. And then it heats
In case you guys didn't know, in the summertime, it's way hotter. Just so you know.
you up. If it's a summer day and you can get to the shade, then I'm okay with it. Out here we don't really have humidity, so usually if you can get to the shade, you can cool down. But then there's places like, for example, the east coast of the U.S. during the summer is humid. So if it's hot on a summer day and the sun's out and you try to go to the shade, you're still hot because of the humidity. It sucks, right? Now, particularly rain, I don't mind. But maybe I would say cloudy days are nice, or maybe partly cloudy days where you get some sun, some clouds. That's kind of a nice mix. I like
This is not where we are. Like, this is Executive decisions must be
It
made.
took that long for someone to ask. It took that long for someone to notice the crown isn't in the background anymore. Because it's been a year. 1 year since that crown was purchased. Can't speak to it. I don't know anything about it.
He gets salty here. We'll see.
What happened to the crown in the background? I'm shocked. It is August 5th, and it took that long for someone to ask. It took that long for someone to notice the crown isn't in the background anymore. Because it's been a year.
Maybe nobody fucking cares.
1 year since that crown was purchased and implemented and used in my content and streams. And I said, let's give it a rest. Not that it won't ever come back, because what I'll do, I'll alternate that with my background, much like all the other parts of my background. So you may see it back there some months. You may not see it back there some months. But, I mean, I've had it in the background every single month for a year. It gets kind of tiring, right? So let's do something different. Now we have the Mario hat, you know, and then we'll have other things. So there you go.
Oh. I guess I'm just giving this guy too much credit. I thought he'd say something interesting. I'm surprised no one noticed. Like, do you need, like, how much validation do you need? You need everyone to notice every little thing about your life. That must be awful. That must just be terrible.
Favorite current gen console? I mean, obviously, PS5 Pro is rivaling the strength of a gaming PC. Okay, it's not as good as my gaming PC, but it's pretty darn good. You know, games like Death Stranding 2 have looked really similar.
All right, that's interesting, but I sure don't care.
Quality-wise to what I'm doing on PC. So, it's a great console. Xbox Series X, there's nothing wrong with it. It's a good console. It has Game Pass, which is amazing. But you're talking power-wise, you know, PS5 Pro, of course. Switch 2 will be fine for first-party Nintendo games. I'm just waiting for a great one to come out, and there hasn't been one yet. So. All right, guys. We get some support today. So far, we got Buckwell sub and a $1 tip. Don't you want to see some of these animations and sound effects that I've implemented for you? Please, let's get some support on
No.
the stream and get that rolling so that we can hit our goal for today. Yes, Buckwell. He uses Buckwell for the win. Yeah, Buckwell pretty much being a good supporter this week for sure.
It's not an only child thing, I don't think necessarily, Colleen. I'm an only child. I don't behave like this. If I would have behaved like this when I was little, I'd have got my fucking teeth knocked down my throat, and I should have. So.
Who's going to be our first super chatter of the day? Who's going to be our first sub of the day? Because Buckwell did subscribe, but we don't have any gifted subs. Who's going to be our first tip of the day that gets an animation? It has to be $4.20 or more, not $1. What's up, Adam? Good morning. Jade, how are you today? Good to see you, Jade. Yes, we did hit the goal for Minecraft last night, so Minecraft still continues. We will play it again next week.
Thank you, Daddy Ryan. I'll send you some feet pics later.
What's my favorite Rare gaming franchise? Ooh. I mean, Rare, let's think about what Rare has done. So Rare in the 90s, in arcades, they did Killer Instinct.
Big ups to us only children. We shun this bozo. Shun. I was gonna say, as an only child, I'm not claiming this man. Nope. I don't behave like this. I would have acted like that. I'd have got my ass busted. Nope.
1 and 2, right? I did it in 1 or 2 other arcades.
This kind of shit wasn't gonna fly in my house.
Things, but I can't remember what they are at the top of my head. It was definitely Killer Instinct was the big thing in arcades. On home consoles, they did the entire Donkey Kong Country series, Donkey Kong 60.
I'm one of 7 in my family. Oh my goodness.
What was in that Rare collection? Oh, they did Perfect Dark. That's right, Perfect Dark. What else? Grabbed by the Ghoulies? Yeah, Grabbed by the Ghoulies they did, which I actually was playing in that Rare collection and I liked it, but we never got back to it. What else did Rare games did they make?
It's so weird for people that are like, because I'm 40, he's 43. I don't know. Growing up in like the 80s into the 90s, I mean, all I can really speak from is my experience. But like, even with me and my friends, like, you didn't act like a spoiled brat, because if you did, you got your ass beat. And if you were acting like that, you deserve to get your ass beat. I don't know, people that like I hung out with, that I grew up with, you just didn't behave like this. You didn't just behave like this prissy princess, I'm fucking better than you, I should just get everything that you get, I'm entitled to everything that you get. I don't know. This kind of behavior, it's not that it's foreign to me, because I've seen people with these types of attitudes, but it's just very weird for somebody that's like, I don't know, because I feel like we grew up around the same time, and my upbringing was just very, very different. You didn't behave like this. You weren't mean to people like this. You didn't lie to people like this. You didn't do like all of this. I don't know. You
Oh my
didn't
God,
do
of
this
course,
stuff.
Banjo-Kazooie, great games. Banjo-Kazooie. Oh, they did do Conkers. They did Conkers bad for a day. Oh, they did GoldenEye 007. Holy shit.
You're forgetting that Dave and Linda treated Phil like he was a
Yeah,
prince.
everyone loves that. Battletoads. I didn't even realize that was rare. Battletoads is also great. Let's see, what else did they do that I might know? Oh, Narc. That was an arcade game. Yeah, Narc was an arcade game.
Well, I definitely didn't get the royal, treatment as
Back in the day,
a
it was very
kid.
popular. Time Splitters, I never played, but I know a lot of people know them. California games? Seriously? I didn't know they did that. I had California games on PC back in the day, in the 80s. On my dad's PC, I played California games. Oh, they did RC Pro-Am. That's an outstanding game.
Dave and Linda are to blame for their son. I think Linda probably created a monster, but I don't know nothing about her or nothing, but it kind of seems like it.
Man, they did a lot. I was out of everything, the most notable is probably Donkey Kong Country, right? But they've done a lot over the years. That's good. Banjo-Kazooie, now I like. I didn't play it in the 90s, but when I did the HD versions a few years ago, I actually really liked them.
I assume at some point something else like really shitty happened to this dude too, because a lot of narcissism comes from like trauma. Although it sounds really fucked up and weird, but even kids that are like, the golden child, or they get praised or, whatever, and they're not necessarily being like neglected or hit or, anything like that, that can still, even being the golden child and being praised, it turns you into this. It turns you into this narcissistic fucking brat where I'm just entitled to everything that you have. I'm better than you. This just really shitty behavior. I'm assuming something else happened to this dude along the way, but
all right.
I don't know.
Papa Vera's here today, and he says, would you be part of the Italian mafia if it were back in the 30s and 40s and were given the opportunity? Well, I would pretend to be part of the mafia, but then I would snake them for personal gain.
Because you're a bitch. Somebody would have already fucking killed you by now. Not Italian.
Yes, of course. Theodore says, do you think that Sony will ever make a Sly Cooper game again, or anyone, or do you think it's dead in the water?
I was the golden child, and all I got was depression and low self-esteem. Yeah, golden child, because there's shitty stuff with that too. It teaches you to be for some people. Not all people get all of it, but when like this guy, he's, oh, you're the best little boy in the whole world and blah, blah, blah. And that can set you up for failure. That can set kids up for, pressure that they have to meet unrealistic, expectations. Sometimes, yeah, you're the golden child and you get doted on, but you got this helicopter parent that breathes down your neck and, it doesn't let you do anything. That'll fuck you up and freak you out. So even though you're not necessarily, it might not maybe even look like abuse, it can still do damaging, traumatic things in some way, shape, or form. And trauma is just such a, fickle creature. Two people can go through the exact same experience and just come out completely different. One person could be super fucked up and traumatized, and for the other person, it might not, affect anybody in any, it might not affect them at all. That's the fucked up part about it, is everyone's different.
Sad story, because Sly Cooper was very popular with its original trilogy, right? And Sly Cooper,
I reached my limit. I don't blame you, honey.
As a character synonymous with Sony.
Be done with this douchebag. I'm about pretty close to the limit myself.
Properties for a while. If you remember, in my earlier days as a YouTuber, remember I went to E3 and you had PlayStation All-Stars, right? And that game.
I've always said in another time he would have starved to death. Oh, I mean, remember the Simpsons episode with Frank Grimes or whatever? And he's like shouting at Homer, and he goes, if this were any other country, you would have starved to death long ago. I truly believe in any other country, in any other time period, in any other existence of anything, this dude would not have made it this far in life.
Got a lot of attention, and Sly Cooper was in that game as one of the featured characters, and you're like, oh, that's cool.
Nobody cares, dude. Nobody fucking cares. I might miss something juicy in my bed if I do.
Sly, he was a big fan, and he watched all my Sly Cooper playthroughs from the past. I know, I like playing them too. They're great games. It's pretty sad that Sly's kind of retired now. No, as I said, and I'll say it again, I am not going to play Street Fighter 6 right now at all. I'm not interested in it. Sagat, did you guys see Sagat? So everyone's playing with Sagat in Street Fighter 6. He's horribly broken. He broke the game.
No.
Bro, what would you choose for your last meal? Oh, man. What a question. I don't know. I'd have to think hard about that. See, the thing is, I like a lot of different stuff. I like, obviously East Coast pizza. I grew up with it, and I can't get it anymore. To have real East Coast pizza for a last meal would be amazing, but if I was on death row, I guess I'd probably be on death row in Washington, which doesn't exist. There is no death row in Washington. I'd have to be in a state where there's death row, and how would they get me the East Coast pizza, right? I don't think they'd be able to. But the thing is, would I want lobster? No. Crab? Probably not. It's good, but that's not like, I don't know what I would want. I'd have to think about it.
That's a great way to not answer that
something Italian,
question.
maybe some-
That was actually potentially had the potential to be somewhat interesting.
Crazy, like a super good lasagna or something. I don't know. No, I haven't played WWE games in a couple of years, and I don't have any plans to do so in the near future. No, I do not.
Just WWE champions.
Over the years, who was stronger in Street Fighter games, Sagat or Akuma? Well, it's a good question. Early on, Sagat was strong.
Oh my god. No.
But then Sagat got nerfed, and Akuma overall became one of the best characters of Street Fighter after Sagat kind of got nerfed in a lot of different games. Okay? Then it's always been back and forth. Like, case in point, right now, I'm playing CVS 2. Sagat is way better than Akuma in CVS 2. Sagat is one of the best characters in the game. But then look at Street Fighter Alpha 3.
Does the IRS have the death penalty?
Sagat's actually one of the worst characters, and Akuma's the best, arguably. So Capcom always kind of went back and forth, you know? Akuma, right now, is still one of the best characters in Street Fighter 6.
I don't necessarily disagree that it's harsh on Homer. I just know the line from the episode because it's a great episode.
But now Sagat's added, it seems like he's going to be the best character. So, you know, I don't know. I think that's a hard question to answer. Undoubtedly, they are both amazing characters, and it looks like Sagat may be godlike in Street Fighter 6 now, but the thing is, they may nerf him. I mean, it's so broken. Full screen, fireball, super, and you can't stop it, all combos. No walk cycle, just nudging forward, instant moves. I mean, what a fucking stupid idiots who made this game. How dumb can they be?
Try J, I hope you're enjoying your vacay, honey. Big ups.
Oh, I know. Jay says, man, I would love to see Lily actually be good in Street Fighter 6. Lily, one of the characters that I used that first year of Street Fighter 6 and got her to master and actually liked her, remains the worst character in Street Fighter 6. Capcom refuses to improve her. They literally do nothing to improve the character. They just don't even try. It's kind of like they designed her, had no idea she would suck, and now that she does suck, they don't know what to do to make her better, so they just leave her the bottom character and don't even improve her at all. It's really lame. What's really sad about that is that she's supposed to be from the same tribe as T-Hawk. And T-Hawk, historically, was also one of the worst characters in Street Fighter history in every appearance he's ever had, except Super Turbo. In Super Turbo, he's actually now top tier. He didn't used to be, but people figured out that he is top tier. But outside of Super Turbo, in Super Street Fighter, he sucks. In the Alpha Series, he sucks. Every game he's ever been in, he sucks.
Thanks for that. I don't know, man. Like, I got nothing for this. I really just couldn't care less.
Sagat's the new Ken and Cammy. Pretty much, oh yeah, if I were playing Street Fighter 6 today, every person would be using Sagat.
6 margaritas deep today. Well, there you go, honey. Get drunk. Enjoy
He's so
yourself.
abusable and broken. Every character would have like a 60-70% combo with him, like every player. It's ridiculous. So I'm glad I'm not playing it. Seriously, like, it's actually refreshing to say, I don't have to worry about playing Street Fighter 6. I don't have to commit to playing it. I don't have to have it in my schedule. I'm not, like, just think about it this way. Every single fighting game creator has to play Street Fighter 6 today. There's nothing else going on. EVO's over, and they want to maintain that hype. So every one of them is playing Street Fighter 6 and playing this broken fucking mess of a game that they literally broke with this new character. I don't have to do that because I'm not reliant on fighting game content. I can do it from time to time, but thankfully I'm not, oh, I have to do this today. I don't have to play broken, shitty new games. I'm not fucking wasting my time on it.
Yep, you're better and smarter than everyone, my guy. You know what to do. You got all the answers. That's super cool for you, man.
Oh, I didn't know there was an Indies Nintendo Direct tomorrow. No, I wasn't aware of that. I'm not going to watch it, but if there's something good, then maybe we can talk about it on the podcast on Thursday. Remember, again, I'm skipping the podcast tomorrow.
You don't know there's anything going on with Nintendo?
Can I do a workout stream for the next reward goal? No.
Big
Even
ups
when I work
DSP
out, will be my
Gaming.
own personal thing, and I'm not going to really, you know, do that on stream. I'm not a workout streamer. I'm not a health streamer.
But you did push-ups on the... Okay, you attempted to do a push-up on the floor.
When are we playing the new Ninja Gaiden when it comes out in the fall? Doesn't it come out in like October?
Like, where does this dude go? Like, he reads and just doesn't say
No, I do not get
anything.
paid when you use channel points. That does not happen. I do actually make some income off of your views on Kick because I'm part of the partner program. But I do not actually get anything if you're using channel points.
He barely makes anything. Barely makes anything. Nah, he don't work
Yes,
out.
I have been to Little Italy in Manhattan. Once. I went to Chinatown a bunch of times. I went to Little Italy once. Well, I'll be trying the Wednesday Addams meal from Wendy's. No, it's not even a meal. It's bullshit. It's fake. I've already explained to you guys how it's false advertising. They're saying it's a new meal. It's not. It's 10-piece nuggets you could buy at any time. It's a small fry you can buy at any time. And it's a Frosty you can literally buy at any time. The only difference is randomized dipping sauces for the nuggets, which you can't even control which ones you get. And they squirt a sauce on top of the Frosty. It's exactly the same food. There's absolutely nothing new. There's no point to doing it. At least I could say this. With the Minecraft meals that McDonald's did back in, what was it, April? Yes, it was still just the Big Mac and nuggets, but at least you got a unique toy that was part of the meal that also had a code that you could redeem in the game. So at least there was an incentive to get the meal. You get something out of it. You don't even get anything with the fucking Wednesday meal. It's literally a fucking ripoff saying, hey, stupid Americans, dumb fucks, spend more money for the same food because you're so fucking dumb. Oh, look, we drew a W on the fucking fry box. Pay us $7 more. No, I'm not going to do that because I'm not stupid.
You're the one that paid for the purple Whopper. Okay. Whatever you say, man.
Yeah, I've been hearing about this. Little Italy has shrunken massively in New York City. Basically, it used to be this giant district, and now it's like one block, if that. Apparently, Chinatown kept expanding and took it all over. Yeah, pretty crazy. Yes, I've had New Haven-style pizza before called a Pete's. That's how you pronounce that. It's spelled a pizza, but it's pronounced a Pete's. I've had Pepe's, Frank Pepe's pizza. And man, it was good, and it was completely unique, and it actually did blow me away when I had it. But it was so long ago. I had it a million years ago.
So you reviewed a toy and other people are stupid. Yep. That's right.
Do I like Chicago pizza? I've had it before. Chicago-style deep dish pizza. It was from that Chicago exclusive chain, but I can't remember what they're called. It's the one that they call stuffed pizza. So it's deep dish, and it has a stuffed layer in it.
Ugh, now I just want to order pizza. Why are you doing this to me?
And I had it twice, and both times I absolutely loved it. It was so unique and good. No, I've never had Turkish-style pizza. I've never heard of that before. I have no thoughts about the new Sydney Sweeney ad. I don't even know who Sydney Sweeney is. I just see her name on social media all the time, but I pay no attention. I don't care. Jay Kuma says it would be cool if we could do a DSP tries of different styles of pizza. Well, the problem with that is that where I live in Washington State, there is no actual authentic pizza. There isn't. There's a pub that does a dish-style pizza. That's pretty good. There's wood-fire pizza from a chain called The Rock. That's pretty good. But then there's other places that do pizza. It's all fast food pizza. None of it is authentic pizza at all. It's just, quick dough, toss it in the oven fast with some toppings. None of it is very good. None of it is like authentic Italian recipes. You can't even get like a...
I don't know. You've sure had it a lot of times on DSP Tries It. You've had that rock, wood, whatever the fuck he said. You've had that
anywhere out here at all. It doesn't exist. So it sucks. Like there's nowhere... I could do 3 or 4 pizzas against each other, but it would be insanely expensive. I wouldn't ever eat all that pizza, and it's not going to be authentic regardless. If I still lived on the East Coast in Connecticut, I could have done something like that. I could have gotten like some New Haven pizza, compared it to more local pizza where I was living in like Bridgeport, maybe got like a thin crust pizza from somewhere. I could have done that, but nothing out here is authentic enough to do it.
Okay. Whatever you say, man. Oh, this is brutal.
What other streamers do I like to watch? Well, my wife and I have watched a variety of streamers over the years. Probably in the last 5 years, we've probably watched anywhere between 10 to 15 different streamers, okay? But I'm not going to ever say who it is because sadly, these weirdos on the internet, I'm not kidding. If I ever told you, oh, I watched this streamer and their content, I liked it.
Does anybody actually think that he watches? Does he really watch other people stream? I can't imagine that he does.
They would go over and harass that person for literally no reason. I wouldn't be doing it. They would, just because they think somehow that would get at me.
You know, you'd still down 4 boxes of pizza. Well, he's done. When he was with Panda Lee, there was one where he bought like 3 different. He went to Domino's and got like 3 different pizzas or something like that. So bullshit. You're not going to go around and get a different bunch of fucking pizza.
No, it wouldn't. It wouldn't have anything to do. It wouldn't affect me. But these people are that dumb. Like they go do things like that for absolutely no reason. But they're just fucked in the head. They're actually broken mentally. They're snapped, cracked. So
that's true. He probably does watch Kino Casino.
I'm never going to talk about stuff like that because that way I don't want the fact that these idiots stalk me to then, go negatively on other people. So I'm not going to talk about that.
I don't know. I think that's just an excuse. I don't feel like he watches anybody else.
I don't even know what Kirby Air Riders is. I guess people were saying there's some Kirby game coming out, but I'm not even aware of it. I guess that's how under the radar that shit is. Kirby Air Riders? The fuck?
There's news beyond what gets posted to Twitter. If you just feel inclined to look around a little bit. This is so dumb. This is bad. Yep,
All right. It seems like we're running out of topics to talk about, so unless we get a few more, we'll probably end the show early. And as you guys can see, we got almost no support on the podcast today, so I'm hoping that we will get some once I start playing Donkey Kong. Obviously, we want to keep momentum going. We have now hit goals 3 streams out of the 6 I've done this week.
Did he say no podcast tomorrow?
But we want to get them hit today. Please support the stream if you can. And
I think he said no podcast
like to talk about
tomorrow.
Tag me in the chat. Lou Malnati's from Chicago. No, I had the other one. There's 2 kinds of Chicago deep dish stuffed pizza. I had the other one. Is it like Giotto's or something like that? That's the other. That's the one I had twice. Will I ever play Grounded? I did. Is it Giordano's? Giordano's. That's probably the one that I had. Yeah, that's the one I had twice. Yep. So will I ever play Grounded? I did play Grounded when it was in early access. I thought it was just okay, but I wasn't in love with it, and I never went back to play it. I said to everyone, this could work as a stream where we kind of hang out and chill while I play, and we have like interaction. I compared it to like how I had done Minecraft streams before, but no one really cared. Like, I'm serious, like no one really ever asked me to go back to it, so I never did. The villain says,
Sorry, your chat didn't produce your podcast properly, Phil.
he wished they would make Capcom vs. SNK 3. If you want to know the truth,
You guys are running out of things to give me ideas to talk about.
I actually think that's what they were getting at with the whole fact that we have this crossover between Street Fighter 6 and City of the Wolves. I think that they were trying to gauge interest. Is there enough interest in the Street Fighter community in SNK characters like Terry and Mai as guest characters? And is there enough interest in the SNK community with guest characters like Ken and Chun-Li who are now in City of the Wolves? And if there's enough interest, then they would actually greenlight and finance Capcom vs. SNK 3. So I guess we'll see. I would believe that there has been enough interest. I mean, Mai Shiranui was one of the best characters in Street Fighter 6 and actually had the highest play percent of like any character so far as a DLC character. That may change with Sagat now, but she was the most played, the most high ranked and everything. City of the Wolves, City of the Wolves did okay, but didn't overly sell. And in tournament circuits, it hasn't done well. But the funny part is, the company that made it is financed by, isn't it like
Am I out of skip juice? I think I'm like out.
the PS3? You know it's gonna play like modern Street Fighter. It's gonna be dumbed
That's it. That's it. We're live. Save a few seconds.
down, simple, easy mode shit. The things that made CVS 2 great, the incredible amounts of footsies, different gameplay styles, timing, and mechanics, it will all be lost because they'll make CVS 3 play like a game for kids because they want to sell copies. So it won't be challenging and it'll just be boring again.
He's
They'll probably be,
old!
"Oh, the whole game's been exposed within 2 weeks and the game is boring as dirt." It's
Just like
sad
you.
that this is what they do with modern games. Instead of trying to make them fun and challenging and competitive, they just make them simpletons games. It's fucking stupid.
This just sounds like some copium. This just sounds like old man can't hang. Can we do something else
I did
now?
not mean to ban you, Darkside Burt Reynolds. I misclicked. Hopefully did
Dark side, Burt Reynolds.
I unban you, or did I? Maybe I didn't. Hold on, I'm trying to unban you. It was a complete mistake.
Please, for the love of God and all that's holy.
Okay, I think I unbanned him. I was clicking the guy above him, and it scrolled when I clicked. Abdullah, I did not missing out on Sagat. Did you not see? The game is completely broken. Sagat broke the fucking game. Sagat can
So it sounds like if you play with him, you would win, right?
literally nudge forward in his stance. He doesn't commit to a step forward. So you can nudge forward like this infinitely and then just do uppercut. Or you can nudge forward and instantly block. He's insanely broken. He's probably the most broken fucking fighting game character ever. They fucked the whole game up. I guarantee you they're going to have to patch it and fix it. I'm not playing that shit. Fuck that game. That game is ass. I can't believe it. No, I have not tried Grok's new features of scanning plants and animals to see what species they are. Maybe I will because we have lots of cool birds and stuff that come by all the time. Maybe we'll scan some birds and see what they are.
Oh boy. Hello, sir? Can we just be done? Are we good? No? Okay. Well,
Yeah, City of the Wolves, I'm sorry. I played the beta and I saw potential until I realized every character has like a 70-80% easy mode combo. It's trash. These games, all right, attempting to make it so easy to have high damage output have ruined
quality content, by the way. Yeah, this is rough.
The whole point is that if you're going to get that giant combo, you had to fucking work for it. You had to bust your ass to either charge the super meter or get that perfect position to pull off this high skill execution combo. When every character in the game has an absolutely insane over the top combo that does like 70% damage.
Right? Well, I guess there's no more support. No one's going to give me any money.
The fucking game. It's ass. I just don't like it at all. I'm so tired of it.
Okay. I don't know if he's holding out for money or because he's autistic about the time. I'm assuming money.
Okay. Anything else, guys?
Nope, you can
or
go.
Shall we end the show? Can we get, how about this? Before the show ends, can we get one super chat, one tip big enough to get an animation? Can we get one member? We haven't had any members. And can we get one more sub? Can we get, just spread it around a little bit? And then we'll begin with Donkey Kong. Because I can't believe how slow of a support we've had on this podcast. It's not a good sign. I certainly hope that that'll turn around when I start playing Donkey Kong, but you never know. Can we get one of each kind of
You'd
support?
know if you'd play
Can
the
we- For
game.
goodness sake, I added all these new animations and sound effects. Can we see some of them?
For God's sake. For God's sake, my God, please. Just please give me a little bit of fucking money. Just a little bit. $15. Oh my God.
Come on.
By all means, demand it from people. That'll work. Holy fuck. Please, for the love of God, give me something.
Would I ever play Mega Man Legends on stream? I never played it before. I don't know anything about it, really. I don't know if it would be a good game for me to play for sure.
This is like the fourth gaming thing where you're like, I don't know anything about it. What do you do, sir? He's broken. Like, what the fuck do you even do? I don't understand. People have been asking you like all these different gaming things and you're like, I don't know, never heard about that. I don't know, never heard about that. I haven't heard of that.
You know, no one really even brings it up. When people think Mega Man, they always say like either Mega Man or Mega Man X or then the Zero series. No one ever talks about Legends. So I wonder, I wonder if it's just underrated or people just don't like it. I don't know.
Well, you said you never heard of it, so what the fuck do you know? Hello, sir? He's clueless. He's fake. What we got? He's crying. Jesus Christ. Come
Well,
on, Grandpa.
I guess we're
And this is why you don't make any fucking money. Because you're sitting here in silence. You can't just say, hey guys, give me some of your hard-earned money. Do, 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 do. Like, what the
just
fuck
gonna
are
end
you
the show,
doing?
everybody. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
yes.
like
Be,
I said,
be
today
gone.
was more of a catch-up stream. I just wanted to announce some of the new things that I had added to my content.
You were caught up at 12:02. You said you had nothing more to say. 53 minutes later, here the fuck we are.
Because I didn't get to really talk about it that much yesterday. There was no podcast. And for a reminder, there is no podcast tomorrow. We are going to bring it back for Thursday, and that's the last podcast of the week because Friday's the marathon. All right? So thanks for chilling with me here today, everyone.
He'll do a podcast anyway.
I hope that you enjoyed the level
He won't play a fucking game on that marathon for 3 hours.
podcast. I will see you all on Thursday for the final podcast of the week. Thanks.
Oh, thank fucking God. Anyway, I am so over this and all of this, everything this man has to offer today, I am like beyond over. So I appreciate everybody hanging out with me. I would say it was a good time, but it wasn't. This guy super fucking sucks. But I'm glad that you were here to get through it with me. I invite everyone to subscribe to the channel. But like always, you don't have to because I'm not your mom. I can't tell you what to do. Everyone, big ups. I don't know if Iviga's still going. Go hang out with Iviga, Raw Phil. I don't know if WPIG's up. Go hang out with some other lovely detractors and show them some love. All that kind of good stuff. If he does a podcast tomorrow, then I'll hang out. If not, then maybe we'll watch some of the 666. The 666 podcast right out of fucking hell. We'll watch something else, whatever. So again, appreciate everybody. As always, stay toxic, my friends.
No cam, no face, just a voice that glows. Toxie in your ears and the whole chat knows. Mystery queen, but she runs the show, bringing big mood on a late night flow. She's got no lights, no streamy tricks, just killer vibes and her sassy quips. Every line she drops is pure gold fire, keep the fans up all night, never tired. She don't need a face to steal the scene. Laugh so loud, you know what I mean. From chill to oil, she flips the switch. Toxie's got that magic glitch. Toxie on the mic and she's blowing it up. No face reveal, still they can't get enough. Just a vibe, just a sound, just a spark in the night. She's the voice that makes your world feel right. dropping late night stories that you can't resist. Just her mic, just her soul, that's the trick. And the chat keeps coming back real quick. Toxie on the mic and she's blowing it up. No face reveal, still they can't get enough. Just a vibe, just a sound, just a spark in the night. She's the voice that makes your world feel right. From shy hellos to wild confessions. Toxie stream is a whole obsession. She's a whisper in the dark. She's the fire, she's a spark. Not about the views or clout. She's what real fun's all about. Toxie on the mic and the queen unseen. But her energy's loud and her talk is clean. Feel the beat, hear her laugh, raise your hands. She's the minstrel everyone understands. No camera, no face, just light. Toxie's taking over your night. Toxie, just a voice, but you